Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth's a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
You know.
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah.
So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah.
There is no triangulation in celestial navigation, so it is actually triangulation. There is no triangulation in celestial navigation, so it is actually triangulation.
With celestial navigation using a sextant, we're not triangulating.
So it is actually triangulation to the GP. So you can draw it on your chart, draw a line there, and then you do it for all three, and you get your intersection. So it is actually triangulation. There is no triangulation in celestial navigation.
With celestial navigation using a sextant, we're not triangulating.
So it is actually triangulation.
Are you serious?
The double-speaking McBooger-eating, ball-tard bum-sniffer wouldn't know what the sextant or celestial navigation were if they climbed up his arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in concertina wire.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
What the hell did you just say?
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
Say what?
Yes, a gas giant bounces radar.
How in the world can a
Gas giant
be
solid enough? So yeah, I don't know you
dumbass cracker?
So yeah, I was being a hyper. That was a hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
That was a hyperbole.
Hyperbole. Hyperbole.
That was a hyperbole.
You are so dumb. Damn.
And we're off. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. We're back to normal. Whatever that means. Let's head on over to Discord and see if there's any Discord in the Discord. Is there any?
Oh, there's tons of Discord in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, we're back.
You just take your pick of the draw, and you'll find what you're looking for.
Yeah. I thought so. All right. What do you want to do?
Are we going to tear up some Shiva?
Shiva. I don't know, because I actually haven't listened to it. That's unlike me. I'll usually thumb through something, but I just didn't get to it. I would like to shout out Adam. He has a family emergency, so he's not going to be able to make it, or he would have been here. Ironically, he's the one that sent it to me. So, yeah, it's a little too bad that he couldn't be here to go through it. But just by looking at the title, he sent it to me, and I said, So, let's throw it on over there. This is what I got. So, round versus flat Earth summit. Applying the scientific method. Right there, I said, there's a dumbass rooster in the hen house. And we've been over Dr. Zhivago some time ago. I think he was with Big Globe Dave. I did a treatment on it. Right? He's that PhD from MIT. Let's see. Dr. Shiva, MIT PhD, inventor of email. Really? Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. You better tell, what's his name?
Yeah.
Booger Eater. McBooger Eater.
No, he didn't invent. Who was the one who first stated that back in the day? He's a presidential candidate?
I don't know.
Wasn't it Al Gore? Did he say some shit like that?
No, Dr. Shiva was a political, I think.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. That's of course that's a connection. But didn't the first guy to ever come out and say something like that? I swear that was I dreaming that?
I think you're right.
Maybe it was Dr. Shiva. Sorry.
No, I think he's right. The one thing I remember about Shiva when we were reviewing him back at, when we did, is that I found out that he's married to Franny from The Nanny.
What? Franny Banana? Yeah, the nanny, Franny Banana. Yeah, I know. She was a smoker. And
yeah, all you got to do is plug your ears so you don't have to hear the nasal.
That's another story. Yeah.
Hey, you can go without hearing a female, I'm sure.
Okay, wait a second. Let's check this out. So, I'm not sharing my screen, QE. All right, hold on. Let's look this up. Entire screen. I think we should be good then. All right, let's get back to it. Did Al Gore claim that email? No, he didn't. The misconception stems from a 1999 interview where he said he took the initiative and he said he created the internet. That was it. He never claimed to have invented it, but rather to have supported legislation. Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. I was wrong. So it's Dr. Shiva. So since he invented email, I guess globetard.
And McBooger Eater says that his job is email, right?
Did he?
Didn't he say something stupid like that one time?
He did, yeah. He said, my job is something email or something like that. So he's some kind of email forensics guy or something. I don't know what. Something like that.
That's exciting. I bet you people are lining up.
He looks like that kind of guy.
I bet you people are lining up for that one. All right, let me check a couple things. Are you guys seeing the screen okay? No issues?
No problem for me, no.
What's up, Jesse Palmer out there? Tony, it's good to see you again. It's been a minute. We had to get, I should restate that. I had to get my ducks in a row, per se. So they're in a row. And you'll be seeing how much they're in a row. I don't even know why we even have to do this. I guess it'll be Kind Dumb Animal Week. Not all flat earthers, but some flat earthers. But next Tuesday or thereabouts, I think, is that Thanksgiving week? Anyone? Next Tuesday? Right around 24th?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not from America.
Oh, that's Flatsy.
Yes, because I have a Friendsgiving, or we call it Squirtsgiving, but
yep,
we have a Friendsgiving the next Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be there.
So somewhere.
Right,
thank you, Fuzzy. So somewhere around the 25th, that Tuesday, we'll have a little show for you titled "The Book Fiasco." Everything you need to know. So make sure you tell all your friends, all the Debbie dramas, to go ahead and be there. They can't discern their ass from a pipe wrench, right? And I'll spell it out for you. Okay? So spread the word around so we could, and after that, I don't want to hear anything about it.
You know, it's so funny that you said that. It made me laugh because I was just talking about how it just seems like everybody, no matter if they're in FE or not, they love drama.
Yep.
They love to perpetuate it. They love to grab their popcorn and watch it unfold.
Yep.
And even like kind of instigate it here and there. Like these people, they're definitely not above doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I got you. There's even a more insidious brand of pretender clown flat earther. You're not going to believe this. Better hold on to your hats before we start with Dr. Shiva. I'm going to play something for you. What I ran into a little while ago while I was doing a whole bunch of nothing. I should have been looking at that Dr. Shiva video, but I ran into something from the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0. The morons over at 24/7 flat or Discord douchebags, treasonous treacherous, backstabbing traitors. But you guys aren't prepared for this. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you you're not ready for this. Right? We'll get there in a couple minutes. Discord, only 3 people, yes, for today, Jado. And maybe for next Tuesday. Perhaps. But after that, it'll be freewheeling. Doing that for a reason. It's not that we don't love you. As far as you know. All right? All right, let's get into that since I had presented it. That's called a tease, by the way. I'm listening to it. I couldn't believe my ears. Well, once I thought about it for about 3 seconds, I could believe it because they're terrorist sympathizers over there. They're getting their marching orders from the Land of Misfit Toys 1.0, the Mother Station, Earth Awakenings. I don't know if they've gone this far just yet, which is shocking to me. I mean, I was actually shocked at hearing this. But I shouldn't have been surprised. They not only given the Baltards refraction, now it appears they're giving them gravity.
I'm not surprised.
I shit you. You're not surprised. I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah. So. Yeah. Get ready. All right, let's cut over here. Here we go. This is from today, I think. 6 hours ago. We got Master Yoder, Master Retard. And he's giving up the ghost over here today. So I said, oh boy. All right. So this is just going to take a couple minutes, guys. We'll get to Dr. Shiva here in a minute. Don't you worry about that. So Let me make sure you got this high enough. Probably be too low for me. There you go. All right. Prepare yourself. We're off.
Well, it sounds like that list of misused and bad flat Earth arguments is making its rounds again. I don't know if our detractors have the most updated list. We're up to 40.
Detractors? Who are those? Who might they be, these detractors? Yeah. Clown.
29. And some improvements to some of the bad arguments, some of the descriptions, rather.
You couldn't improve a toilet paper roll.
What forum have you heard it on, other than this one?
Shut up, glue sniffer. This guy thinks AV Miggy. He thinks that you have no hands is a logical argument.
Oh, I'm hearing in back chats that there's some drama happening right now in Jenna's server.
Drama? No way. That's what you were talking. That's what you were speaking to, Flatsy. Flatsy?
Sorry, what happened?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Somebody asked me a question.
Gosh. She left her post.
Yeah.
I'm not in a closet, okay? So people are still interacting with me here and there.
You should be, and that's the end of that. We don't hear it.
That's kind of erratic. You're not in a closet. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, when you shut yourself off to do these shows, I'm sure you shut yourself off somewhere. I'm not shut off anywhere. I still have to interact with people around the house.
Oh, fair enough. Yoder, the retard, just admitted to some drama in the back channels.
Oh.
All right.
There's drama.
We'll continue on.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's shocking. Shut up! No, you can't. You haven't said anything yet. Okay. What?
Well, that list that's being mentioned, I think it's the one that was read out on FED there or some time recently enough.
Really?
The problem with that, the problem with it is not the full. I'm not saying everything in it is good, but the problem with it is that people don't know what they're talking about enough to make the arguments.
Yeah, like Yoder.
They're not making the arguments correctly, so they're putting it down as a bad. And like a lot of these things are coming from the ballers. The ballers are telling them this is bad and that is bad, so that they're taking cues from the ballers as to what is a good or a bad flat earth argument. The latest on the list, as far as I know, is pitch data. Not that that's an argument. Yeah.
What the hell's going on out here?
Oh yeah, elevation angle profiles or elevation angle measurements are also not good arguments.
Oh, they're not?
They're just a fact.
Pray tell. Yeah, number one, they're not arguments. Number two, pray tell. I'd like to get more. I'd like to get more into this. So what I'm getting from this is they have over at 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0. They have a list of bad flat Earth arguments. Why don't they just record one of their shows and just post that? Because they're the prognosticators of them. I got the goods on you. Listen. After next Tuesday, I'm going to get medieval on their dumbasses. I'm going to focus all my attention. Jaren and friggin' Witsit are going to blush.
I'm shocked that the Black Swan's not on the list. Maybe they can just at least admit to that one being a good argument.
They can't argue that. They don't know what that argument is. What?
Well, they probably don't view that as a flat earth argument. They view that as more of a globe debunking. Like, what I'd like to know is...
Poor dumb bastards.
What I'd like to know is, where is the list of the good arguments then?
Where's that list?
That's what I'd like to hear. Yeah, where's that? Where's your list of all the good ones then? You know, if these other things are bad.
Not coming from them, that's for sure. All right, let's get on with this. Get ready.
There's some drama happening right now in Jenna's server. Some fellow flat earthers are having a meltdown over some of these things.
Oh, what server? Jenna's?
Jenna's. Jenna has
Which
a
one's
server. I don't know what it's called. I'm not in it.
Yeah, don't you step out of that echo chamber, son. Don't you do that, because if I catch you, oh boy. Like I said, Witsit and Jaren are blushing. You remember that. Don't you go outside of this little echo chamber you got going on here. None of you. Don't even try it, right? Because you called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. So run, you cur. Run. Tell all the other curs that the law's coming. You tell them I'm coming. And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me.
OMG.
I didn't even know Jenna had a server. Okay.
Might be worth digging up again just to go through. I don't have my hands on my phone though, so I can't.
Look, Ma, no brains and no hands. Ironically,
pull it
I've
up.
always okay.
What?
Master Yoder is Amish. And I always liked Amish. We kind of came into Flat Earth at the same time. So I think that there's like this weird thing going on in 24/7 because they just so actively have to be against anyone that's not 24/7, which I don't understand that. Like, why are you trying to like draw battle lines right now? That's only going to end badly, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's badly. No. There's not a word that can adequately describe the massacre that is about to befall them.
And one of the things I was talking about with somebody else in back chats was gravity. Like
in the back chats, in your little sewing circles, retard. Get all that. Is gravity really? What
one
about
of the things
it?
I was talking about with somebody else in back chats was gravity. Like we've got so many flat earthers right now on our own team who say that gravity doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Welcome to 2015, glue sniffer. Are you saying gravity does exist? He must be saying ipso facto. He must be saying that just from his comment, right? Am I hearing that right?
6.5.
Well,
I'm trying to read into it more than I should. So off of what he's saying just right now, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Good, Brian. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just agreeing. Yeah, it definitely sounds like he's employing it. That's for sure.
All right, let's get some more.
Who say that gravity doesn't exist. No, sorry, Glober, gravity does not exist.
That's correct. Now, what are you going to do? You going to get out some hot chocolate? Maybe rub their little footsies? Because we don't want to upset your Bawa's feelings. Right, Yoder? You abject, treasonous, treacherous traitor, you terrorist, sympathizing dumbass. This is where he's going.
And that was never our argument.
Oh, really? So if that was never your argument, then ipso facto, your argument is that gravity exists. Holy shit. I can't fucking believe this. I really can't. It's worse than 2015, ladies and gentlemen. It's worse.
It is.
It's worse than the day I come out here. It's 2025. I can't believe I'm hearing it. Listen, a few years ago, well, it's been many years ago now, when I was interviewed, and I think when it was on Iron Realm Media, and they asked me sort of a question is, what's going to happen to Flat Earth? Something to that effect. And I said something to this effect. The greatest enemy to flat Earth is pretender clown flat earthers. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Yoder the dumb fuck, pretending to be a flat earther. He sounds like a baller. Can you somebody explain this to me? Go.
Well, what I say is that there seems to be a trend at present of flat earthers, people who are claiming to be flat earthers, who really are being ballers. You know what I mean? That's like, are these people actually ballers pretending to be flat earthers, or do they think it's intellectually honest to say things like that guy just said? Now, he may be being honest, but that also exposes him. Yeah. As in, he may think that the honest route to take is to not claim gravity, is to not state that you're claiming gravity doesn't exist. And
don't play this double negative. Not this and not that. They claim not that it doesn't exist. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, well, you're kind of, but I'm kind of in a bad position with it, because the problem is, how do is he claiming it does?
Yes.
I've only heard so far.
Yeah, he's claiming it does. Remember the...
Say it again, because it's that.
Remember the...
Like, what's wrong?
Remember the... Hold on. Relax. Mate, like 20 seconds ago, remember I said ipso facto like 3 times? And you agreed? Yeah, he's saying that it does exist. Yeah. We'll play some more to confirm it.
Does not exist. And that was never our argument.
So it was never his argument that gravity doesn't exist. I used it.
Our argument was the cause of gravity.
I told you. His argument is the cause of that thing he can't define. That's what he just said. Are you good, Brian? You good now?
No, his position is still vague, because...
No, it's not. It's not vague at all.
I don't know what to make of it.
It's not vague at all. Let me iron it out for you. His position is that gravity exists, but the question is that what their argument is what the cause of gravity is. Do you get it now, Brian?
Well, my problem is he's using the term "our" as if he was speaking for more than him.
Yeah, he is. The 24/7 retards. The mods over at 24/7. Let me introduce you to him. AI Gomer Pile Fuckstick. Ignorant Pogue. Indio 00 Dumbfuck. DJ the Refraction Retard. Master Yoder right here. Another retard. And all the rest of the idiot lower level mods that have been following these morons. That's our... and Meggy dumbass.
Okay, so the fact that he's saying that, and I don't know if anyone is who's listening there is going to pull him on it. The fact that he's saying that is it is unbelievable.
Yep. Let me go back. Let's listen to the whole thing. Let's go. I'll go with 2 J's. That should do it. Here we go.
So many flat earthers right now on our own team who say that gravity doesn't exist. No, sorry, Glober, gravity does not exist. And that was never our argument. Our argument was the cause of gravity is unknown. Nobody knows what the cause of gravity is.
See? Get it, Brian?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but see, well, at first, before the power memory says nobody knows what the cause of gravity is, up to that, I didn't want to invite him because I didn't know if he was talking about... I thought he might say something like, our argument was nobody has proven it to exist.
Oh,
right?
I got
Which
you.
would be fair enough,
Yeah.
No, definitely, no. You would have heard it before, either. Definitely, he's claiming gravity exists.
Yeah. Good.
Well, in my mind, all I keep thinking about is, does he mean Archimedes' principle?
No, he means gravity. And don't be playing the reading of the minds.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was trying to not do. But then again, I was like, that's what my mind keeps going to. So that's just because I know these people. You know, I've spent a lot of time with them. So I'm not saying that I can read their mind, and I may be wrong. So I'm just saying that's what my mind's going to if they mean Archimedes.
No, nothing. Archimedes' principle doesn't come up. It was gravity, Flatsy, gravity. So you just take their words. That's all you got. Okay. All right, Brian. I mean, Flatsy.
It's okay, Flatsy. Don't let him stop you. Don't let him stop your intuitive abilities. Don't let him do that.
Don't let him strip your femininity.
My femininity, or what about my intuition?
I don't do intuition. Yeah, that's not for here. All right, let's go back. Let it roll.
That was never our argument. Our argument was the cause of gravity is unknown. Yeah. Nobody knows what the cause of gravity is.
What's gravity to begin with? You double-speaking douchebag. I'd like to hear that. First have to define that monkey. And then we'll get into causes or non-causes or proposed effects after that. Mr. Evo Tard, same thing the evolutionists do. They never defined a damn thing. So everything could be the proof of Evo Tardia. It's the same little dumbass trick. This guy is a moron.
So when the outside world hears flat earthers say gravity doesn't exist, they're hearing literally flat earthers are denying that if you drop a pencil that it won't fall to the floor. What kind
is that what they're hearing? So you're a surrogate for all these complete strangers out in the world, and that's what they're hearing. You divining what they're hearing, you glue sniffer. I think it's time to get back to your true vocation. Carnival. You know, guessing people's weights or barking for the yak woman. Maybe you could graduate to being a pixie dust spreader on a tilter whirl, you fucking glue sniffer. OMG, dude. And is it dropping a pencil? Is that gravity? Or is that just dropping a pencil? What if I drop a helium balloon? I can't fucking believe this.
That would be Archimedes' principle, which you've just described.
Oh, brother.
Now, what he's talking about is some kind of a force that's 110 years out of date that attracts things via their mass.
No, he's not. 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 He didn't say that. He's divining the world of complete strangers' thoughts and what they think about what other people say. Idiot.
What kind of stupid ass fucking remark is that?
What kind of stupid ass remark is what? That gravity doesn't exist? Yeah, it doesn't. So we'll do it to you once I catch your dumbass. I'm going to ask you to prove gravity, you balltard, because essentially that's what you are. And then we'll see where the cards fall.
1 second.
You know
what?
What he's advocating for is to be worried about consensus. Now, consensus is the thing you must let go of. If it's ever something that you're worried about, you must let go of it when you become a flat earther. Now he's advocating for people to be worried about what the consensus thinks, regardless of whether they're right or wrong.
Yeah, he's a complete stranger of the world, diviner. Idiot.
And we kind of know internally what they mean. We know that...
What? Who means? Who are they? What they mean? What do you mean? You aren't... What?
Other flat earthers who are saying gravity doesn't exist.
That's correct.
Glurf.
I didn't say gravity doesn't exist, glurf. No, just gravity doesn't exist. Nancy.
That what they really mean to say is that the cause of gravity is unknown.
No, what I really mean to say is gravity doesn't fucking exist, you moron, pretender, clown, flat earther. My God.
But they've taken a lazy route. They've shortened it.
You think I've taken a lazy route with gravity? Oh boy, we're gonna see about that.
They probably repeated and misrepeated.
Misrepeated? What does that mean? What?
The argument so many times they don't even know what they're saying or
what they're saying. Who are they? And we got to pinpoint them, and we got to isolate to see, like, to support your claim. You have to show that these nameless, faceless they don't know what they're saying. Because if you can't support what you say, what's the difference between you and a village idiot? Let me clue you. Nothing. And what?
This guy, like other people over on that server, AI Overlord particularly, but others as well. Like, well, I don't know this guy. So is it purely ignorance, or is this just straight up insidious?
He's number one, he's retarded. After that, I could give a shit less. So there you go.
See, I don't agree with him. Sorry, I don't agree with that. I don't think he's a retard.
Oh, he's a retard. Oh, yeah, he is. Yes, he is. I'll prove it. Just give me a chance. I've already essentially demonstrated up to this point thus far, but don't you worry, love. It's coming.
I don't think so. I don't think you have.
Well, all right, so defense attorneys, all right. You're taking the place of Adam. It's going to be your asses.
I'm just saying that you could be committing a reverse Hanlon's razor fallacy.
Hey, give me a couple minutes, man, and I'll be right back. All right, keep going.
What they're...
Go ahead, Brian.
So, yeah, this, we're in a subject that if what we're saying is true, and we know it is, right? But let's, from the outside point of view, if what we're saying is true, the earth really is as we say and describe, and the whole thing has been a massive deception. I mean, the implications of that in so many areas, and so many people would be implicated in high places, and there'd be so many systems and stuff that are built around the fabricated world we've been told we exist in and on, that, like, I would not put, like, the fact that there could be some people out there who are paid to pretend they're flat earthers, and the whole point of them is to gradually, a whole group, not singularly, but like as a group, kind of change the direction of the ship, kind of thing. That, like, that would be, to me, something that they would most definitely do. Like, that would be the least they would do.
I would say that it's pretty simple when you find out that the Earth, like, tell me how you can even prove it to yourself that the Earth is flat. Okay, you can go rule out that the globe never existed, never was measured. It was just put there in and worked around in this paradigm at some point. And here we are living in 2025 where people all over think that they live on a globe in a vacuum. Like, I don't know. That came with a bunch of terms and a bunch of things, a lot of fairy tales. So when you rule out the globe, you rule out all the terms and the fairy tales about the terms. So when it comes to the gravity term, like, what is that? That's what he needs to be telling us. Since he's saying it exists, then what the hell is it?
Yeah, and how is, because when he's talking about gravity, I can only pre-assume that he's referring to, because he used the example of the pencil. Now, he could have been referring, if he understood the situation, he could refer to Einstein's general relativity, but it wouldn't really give him the support. I do think he's more than likely talking about incorrectly termed Isaac Newton's force of attraction, right? So how is that going to work on a flat Earth? Because that requires a sphere. Do you know what I mean? The whole point of that
Right.
is that it will put a center of mass kind of thing.
Yeah, because we know what gravity means in this fairy tale paradigm, and that's not what we have going on. So,
Well, the very thing, as you brought up earlier, the very thing that debunked gravity, the claimed force of gravity, the very thing that showed that to be incorrect and debunked it was buoyancy. So they hijacked buoyancy and said it was caused by gravity. Do you know what I mean? And in the process, they had to make hydrogen and helium weightless and give weight to the air. That's all. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
All right, I'm back.
But yeah, okay. But yeah, that's what they had to do.
I don't understand people making unscheduled stops, especially right in the middle of my show. What is going on out here? The world is going
that's
to hell.
okay. We took over for you.
Did you? Did you do a good job?
I would say we filled the air.
You filled the air. All right. Are you all tuckered out? Can we continue? This is a no-brainer.
Well, you kind of stopped it, so it's tuckered out.
All right. Here we go.
Implying or what kind of impression they're giving to the audience?
I'm giving the impression that they don't know what gravity is and it doesn't exist. That's the impression I'm giving. Anything else?
Yep, that's what we kind of just said anyways.
It was rhetorical. It was for him. Anything else, you dumbass cracker? That's not you, Flatsy.
You know, sometimes saying gravity doesn't exist is followed up with, well, you know, Newton and Einstein were wrong, so gravity...
Newton and Einstein were wrong? What's gravity, douchebag?
Doesn't exist.
What's gravity? Since obviously you think it does exist, you ignorant muppet.
It's followed closely. It's followed closely by satellites don't exist.
Yeah, satellites don't exist. That's right. It's followed closely by it. But first, I asked him. This is what I do because I'm highly precise. I say, satellites, eh? Where are these reported or purported satellites at? Every single time from 2015 on. That's what I've said. Right? To be precise. Not generalized like your dumbass, Mr. Logic, no hands logic. And douchebag.
Yeah.
What?
That's very strange. That would be the next thing said. That it's followed closely by satellites don't exist. Now, the term satellite, obviously people think of the heliocentric apparatus that's orbiting a globe and whatever else, right? Now, technically, no, the term satellite can be used for many. Like, you could have a van.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that. I'm not on the clock here, so it's okay.
Yeah, we know that, but that's not what friggin' Miggy means.
I know that's not what he means. Right? I wasn't born yesterday. This is why I'm saying this. Why would he, who's around with years, be saying that? If he's really a flat earther and he's genuine, why would he say that?
He's not.
Why is he not attacking this other guy? But that's the point, isn't it?
Yep. He's not. He's a terrorist sympathizer. Point blank. That's it. Oh, you got to get him. Go ahead, get him. Yeah, good idea. Uh-oh. Why does everything seem to happen? There's nothing happening all day. Now everything's busting loose. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Here we go.
So the audience says, okay, so you guys are denying gravity. Does that mean you guys deny the moon?
What the hell does denying? I don't deny gravity because it has to have a modicum of proof to deny it. Yes, meaning it doesn't exist. What does that have to do with the moon? Denying the moon, pray tell? I mean, I can walk outside at night. on a clear night most of the time and see the moon. Can I walk outside and see gravity? You ever heard of a dumbass false comparison fallacy, moron? Obviously not. This is some weak, nonsensical horseshit. This is worse than 20. When I come out here in 2016, this is worse. Right now, ladies and gentlemen. How can that be?
I would agree that generally the bowlers were better in 2015-16. There was a better class of bowler. They had more education or something. And flat earthers were more, not saying that satellites and gravity exist. They weren't saying things like that. They were saying the opposite, regardless of, what people thought. But now you're supposed to adhere to consensus, it seems.
Consensus? Adhere to absolute abject horseshittery from this. He's a baller. This sounds like a baller.
It does.
Planets.
Planets. Planets what? Just planets? What? What do you mean planets? I suppose that he thinks planets exist. That's what I got from that. OMG, dude.
I hate to say it, but globe earthers who bring that up are not necessarily wrong for making that accusation.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the tip of the sword over there for you. Those are your leaders. Have fun with that. Fucking idiot.
When they hear flat earthers say things like gravity doesn't exist.
Yeah, gravity doesn't exist. When they hear that, they automatically think that flat earthers think the moon and planets don't exist. You absolute ass clown, you. But there's no other way to say it. What a clown. Anything else, dumbass? No? Oh my God, that's done. I'm done with him. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get back to them. By the end of the month, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be dead in that dumbass. Okay? My promise to you.
Did anyone give a response to any of that? No. Was there anyone there saying, "What are you talking about"? Did anyone say anything?
No, as you heard, no. Nope. All right, so let's roll on over. I just give you a little taste of that. Everyone's saying out there. You guys should go over to 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, man. You'll be right in the lane. Right? How you Flat Earthers like that? You don't got any problems with that? Unbelievable, man. All right. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and get to Dr. Shiva. Now, like I said, this is a train wreck right here. I can stop without listening to him talk just by the words that are written on here. So round versus flat Earth Summit. Oh, God. Round and flat aren't mutually exclusive. MIT glue sniffer. You can have a round and flat penny, LP, CD. You get it? Mr. Clown Show. Applying the scientific method. You do not and cannot in any world apply the scientific method to validate shapes or adjectives. You dumbass of the century. So right here, it's all over. That we can stop. Yeah. But where's the fun in that? You guys ready? Flatsy, Brian?
Yeah, I just want to second.
Go ahead.
Go on, Flatsy. Go, Flatsy. I'll go ahead.
No, I'm good. I was saying I'm ready. I was just laughing because Kiwi just broke down already by the title, and I was just dying over here.
Yeah, right. Because anyone can take a look at this that can fog a mirror and say, "Wait a second."
Yeah, he has it written incorrectly for a start because it should be sphere versus flat, and you can't apply the scientific method to it. The whole lot is in. If like that, just that, like I didn't obviously notice that myself when I first saw it. It's like just that thumbnail is enough for if you understand things enough, you understand the situation correctly. That's enough to know that there's not actually to watch. Do you know what I mean? You know it's all going to be wrong from right there.
So, I think there is. I heard through the grapevine. I seen a couple messages on Discord. In other words, that he has done a summit too. So a second one has come out. I don't know if we're going to get to that because it just be like beating a dead horse. We're beating a dead horse already because we compromised his dumbass. He's an engineer who thinks he's a scientist, by the way. We compromised him with Big Globe Dave. So this is overkill right now. So I don't know if we'll get to the second one. Perhaps, but I'm not making any promises. We got enough to deal with. All right, here we go. Okay, we're live. Welcome, everyone. This is the Round versus Flat Earth Summit, and we're going to be applying the scientific method. Let's go to... Oh, I can't wait for this. Video, Suresh. So we have a set of panelists here. Oh, my God. Mick Booger Eater is on his panel. Yeah, Adam told me he was. Is the sun still solid enough, Booger Eater? You know where this is going to go. What the hell?
We must not forget that.
Yeah.
His numpty clip is so good.
Yeah, that's the least of his problems. Here, and I'll give you the background, and then we're going to jump right into this. All right. Well, he's got a lot of people here that aren't here, just names. Why are all these names here? Are they just placeholders for those people to come in? Does anyone know who these are? Besides the dumbass doolicker up here, MIT. MIT, you got some big problems with the students that you graduate. Because this guy's a stone cold dumbass. We got McBooger Eater. Who's this guy? Never seen him before. I've never seen him before. Let me make this bigger.
Don't recognize anyone now, to be honest with you.
Jane McCarthy, Matt L, Gary Eubanks, Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Barbara, whatever. Whatever. David Andrews, David Ellis, Saber. I don't know any of the. I've never heard of any of these people. So what is this?
I think.
Good.
Sorry. I'm just saying the name Gary Eubanks. I think is from. That could be just. Maybe it's not familiar to me. Maybe it just sounds like it's familiar to me. That's the only other person besides Shiva and MC Town that I recognize it all.
Are they bringing in a bunch of stiffs? You know, the usual agenda. You know, they bring in a bunch of flat earth stiffs that embarrass themselves. You know the routine.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past them because that has always been the routine.
All right, let's see what they're going to do here. There's a very, very important question. A very, very important question. What about just a very important question? It's not about flat or globe Earth, and I'll It's not about flat Earth or globe Earth. Then why are you here? Isn't this a summit on that topic?
Well, maybe he means applying the scientific method to it, the topic or the title. Hopefully, that's what he means.
Explain how I got involved in this. Let me just bring up the agenda here. You face planted into the drain cement pond? We put together an agenda for this morning. I'm sure you got an agenda. And bring it up. Okay. any day now.
Yeah, I was going to say it's what happened.
Gonna hang on your every word, Dr. Shiva. You take that to the bank.
Okay, so let me just
what the heck?
go through the agenda here for today.
What? What the?
We have a lot to cover, but
what the heck?
The
slow this dumbassery down.
The official name of this we did was round versus flat.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. I already told you. Round and flat aren't mutually exclusive. Welcome to second grade, idiot.
Summit, applying the scientific method.
That's dumbassery. It's a complete category error. Natural science and the scientific method only adjudicate natural cause and effect relationships. That's it, period. This isn't a natural cause and effect relationship. You would fail intro to third grade general science, Dr. Shiva. That's it. Go ahead, bash yourself in the face with a spade shovel.
3 people on the round earth team, and we're supposed to have 3 people on the flat earth team.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you're missing one.
And what I want to do is I want to walk through the following agenda.
Is agenda history and mission of summit, introduction of the panelists, format of summit, review of scientific method. Can't wait for that. Simple example of applying it's the scientific method, glue sniffer. You engineers are morons. Review proposals adhering to scientific method. Proposal review, cost viability, ubiquity. I love that word. I'm going to try to use that word in a sentence during the show today. Next steps for November 15th. Oh, that's right. So it's November 18th. Yeah, so they followed up. And then a summary. Okay.
We're going to do welcome, and we're going to give the history and the mission of the summit. We're going to introduce the panelists, and we're going to give the format of the summit. And then we're going to, for the audience out there, we're going to review the scientific method.
The scientific method, that's not what it says here. It says review of scientific method, not the. Where's the definite article at? You put it in there in your speech, but not when you wrote it up. Maybe I'm seeing ghosts.
In fact, I'll give a simple example of applying the scientific method.
Oh, really? Let's see that one.
Points 1 through 6 should occur in.
Good.
That's what I want. I want his example. I want to hear that.
Yep, me too.
His simple, yeah.
Yep, the simple example.
No more than 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to jump into the meat of this, where we're going to review proposals for...
Review proposals? Of what? The hay's already in the barn, glue sniffer. The hay was in the barn in 2016. It's on my website. Let me show you where it is, dumbass. All these. Hold on. Where are you? All right. Nope, that's not it. Globe Terminator. Right here. GlobeTerminator.com. All you got to do is go here, flat earth proofs, and there they are. They're all there. The majority of these were completed in the first 10 days. I came out here May 15th, 2016. By May 25th, Flight, the Bolivian Salt Flats, DESSM Block 1 Sparrow, the Coriolis Effect, and No Vacuum of Space were already completed in 2016. Left out the Black Swan, which was 2020, and the Sextant 2 years later, or a year and a half later. They were born at the hip. They're joined at the hip, by the way. These two arguments, or two topics. So all these were the hay's in the barn, dude. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, I want you and your dumbass crackers to go on this site, and I want you to take each one, right, and pay attention to detail, and I want you to debunk each one. You'd have better chances distilling Alexander the Great's tears from the Euphrates. You better be precise, too, because I'm going to tear your ass up if you're not. That's your mission, Dr. Zhivago, dumbass.
Are exploring the question of round versus flat Earth.
Round versus flat, like I said, are not mutually exclusive. Welcome to second grade.
Using the scientific method.
Dumbass, category error.
And then we're going to review each of those proposals on one specific, on a bunch of criteria that we agreed to.
That makes perfect sense. Nice sentence fragment that didn't have anything to do with the first sentence fragment.
Pre-meetings, we've held 2 pre-meetings. Can you actually do these experiments? Cost?
They're not experiments. You don't know what an experiment is. I'll bet the farm right now, if I asked you the constituent parts of a scientific experiment, you wouldn't know.
Is it viable?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just a second. What I've noticed myself, now, I've been here 10 years. 10 years is not that long of a time, but there's been a lot of people came in to the topic in that 10 years, like a good few people, kind of like Dr. Shiva, who don't want to accept reality and accept things for what they actually are. So they want to convolute the situation with what he's terming as science, because he doesn't know what science is, and convolute the whole thing so much so that he doesn't then have to, at the end of the process, he then doesn't have to outright accept reality. It's more to do with him and his fear of the truth, this whole thing. So he's putting the biggest band-aid, he's looking for the biggest band-aid he can find to put on that wound. And that's all, because he's not the first to go down this road. They kind of sail in here and they go, oh no, rough waters. And they go, they need to get that boat turned around and get the hell out of here. And that's probably what he'll do.
Bam. Divining complete idiots' thoughts and motives.
Well, let's be honest. It's easier to divine the motives of those, of people who you know where the... Let's be honest. If he could accept reality, he wouldn't be doing this.
If you let's be honest, when you say that, then it raises an eye.
Well, if he could accept reality as it is, he wouldn't be doing this at all.
Oh boy.
He'd be shouting, "It's flat."
All right.
So you know where the intent is coming from.
But no, I don't. I don't care about his intent.
Well, you should do.
I knew something was coming.
And can ideally want to make sure any citizen can do it. Any one of you listen.
Any citizen? Citizen, huh? Spell that.
We don't want to make these experiments so esoteric.
They're not an experiment. There are no experiments here. You don't know what an experiment is.
Eric, so hard to execute that it becomes only reserved for a few set of people.
A few set of people. Good English.
And then one of the things we agreed to is the skills of mathematics seem to vary.
Mathematics? What does mathematics have to do with this? I'm saying the scientific method. Oh, hold on. Doorbell just went off. Take over, Brian.
Yeah. There's been Dr. Shivas who have turned up in this arena. Some of them maybe not as well known as Dr. Shiva, some of them as well known, but they just kind of come along and they're either paid to do it, like they will, or they have an agenda before they get here, like the Will Duffys, or they come into the arena and they need to somehow help themselves sleep at night, and while they're not accepting reality, and that's how I view Dr. Shiva. He doesn't want to accept things just as they really are. Because if he did, there'd be no need for this.
All right, I'm back. What the hell else is going to happen? That UPS guy just rang the door. Of course, no one's here. What's it? Is the president going to come next? And then after the show, there won't be anything. They're just boring. Damn, Murphy.
On the round Earth side, when we go to the introductions, you'll see we have a number of people who are actually engineers. have degrees.
Yeah, they're not scientists, though. Why do you have engineers doing experiments? Engineering is not science, glue sniffer. Go here. From Henry Petrosky, professor of engineering and history at Duke University. Title of the paper: Engineering is not science, and confusing the two keeps us from solving the problems of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this glue sniffer and his compadres keep us from solving the problems of the world. From Boston University College of Engineering. Title of the paper. Again, engineering is not science. That'll be about it for that. Take that with you.
Degrees in engineering, advanced degrees.
Who gives a shit about their degrees in engineering?
And it seems like on the flat earth side.
On the flat earth side, it seems like, or it is.
There's a very sparse background in mathematics. So therefore,
in mathematics, they don't need any mathematics for actual science. You friggin' idiot, you. Let's deal with that since we're here. I don't know. My audience knows that you're full of horse shit. They're belly laughing in the corner, but let's do it for to cover our butts. Mathematics isn't science or physics, much like a tape measure is in carpentry. One of the main reasons is they're different words. From Richard Feynman, the Feynman Lectures on Physics, caltech.edu. Mathematics is not a science from our point of view, in the sense that it is not a natural science. The test of its validity is not experiment. End of citation. Oh boy, the tangled webs you retards weave. From Dr. Carrie Mellis, Nobel laureate, biochemistry, and mathematics, which is really not a science, or not science, from Professor Balakrishnan, professor of physics, ITT Madras. Introduction to Quantum Physics, Heisenberg's Uncertainty Principle. That's the whole point about physics. It's not mathematics. Down goes Fraser. Yeah. Down goes Fraser. That was easy. From Professor Shankar, Chair, Physics, Yale. Quantum mechanics, it's a theory which is based on experiment. It is not deduced by mathematics. You see the dichotomy here. This versus that. Get it? Probably not. Pull in your old fleet of slobber nurses and have them try to explain it to you. You're toast right here. Well, you were toast in the beginning anyway. It doesn't really matter. I'm just flame-throwing your grave. Idiot.
Therefore, in order to...
1 second.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want to speak while you were reading.
While I was going off?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get in the way of it. You see, he doesn't understand what actually. Yeah, well, I knew I'd get in trouble if I did. So.
Goodness.
No.
But you have to take on board that he doesn't know what science is. He just thinks he does, right? But what he's talking about here, what he's actually doing here, is he's trying to infer that people on the globe side, the people he's calling on the round side, because he doesn't understand 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional shapes, are the educated ones. So it's kind of an appeal to education via implying that people on the globe side have more education. That's what he's at. It's actually really, really pathetic.
Now, you know what it is? You reminded me of something. You know what this actually is? Other than glue sniffing numpty dipshits. You can wrap this whole thing up in an appeal to authority fallacy.
Exactly what I was. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going. So an appeal to authority fallacy is which most people don't know what it is. Just wait for that. That's coming. Not on this video, but with other glue sniffers. An appeal to authority fallacy is when you appeal to an authority that is not a subject matter expert on the topic. That's an appeal to authority fallacy. I've been saying this for about 8 years. Everyone else they still screw it up. So essentially, he's appealing to himself and his compadre idiot engineers. They're not scientists. So whenever he appeals to the scientific method or experiments or hypotheses, which he doesn't know what one is, I'll guarantee it. Every time he does that, it's each instance is an appeal to authority fallacy. Let's get that. Maybe they don't. Maybe people won't believe me when I say that. Let's go ahead and scare that up. Go ahead. Hold on.
Yeah, just while you're doing that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just while you're doing that, I just want to point out that he's throwing out the term engineers and engineering. There's many different forms of engineering. My friend is an engineer, but he deals with, air conditioning systems and stuff like that. Sure. He doesn't deal with the building of the building, or the laying of train tracks or motorways or whatever, right? There's also software engineers, right? So throwing out the term just engineer or engineering doesn't mean anything if on its own, unless you state, maybe he will, exactly what type of engineers they are. To me, it would mean nothing. It's a nothing term unless, it's prefaced by, what type of engineering these people actually do.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with this topic, though. This is an old one right here. This reminds me of the good old days. Nizkor. I don't think they're out there anymore. But anyway, appeal to authority fallacy. Don't worry, I got you covered over here by edu and stanford.edu. Don't worry. Appeal to authority fallacy occurs when authority in question is not a legitimate authority on the subject. They're correct, even though they don't exist anymore. We'll confirm it here. From the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy. From the Internet, that has Betty written all over it, because we used to say something like that back in the day. According to my philosophy, that's why that popped in there. But I digress. From the Internet, or the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy.edu. Listen to this closely. You appeal to authority if you back up your reasoning by saying that it is supported by what some authority says on the subject. Most reasoning of this kind is not fallacious. Well, that's questionable. And much of our knowledge properly comes from listening to authorities. However, appealing to authority as a reason to believe something is fallacious, ding, 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 whenever the authority appealed to is not really an authority in this particular subject. Just like Nizkor said. Same thing. Let's see what Stanford has to say about it. Stanford.edu. The advercundium fallacy. I don't know if I'm going to use that word today in a sentence. The advercundium fallacy concerns appeals to authority or expertise. Fundamentally, the fallacy involves accepting as evidence for a proposition the pronouncement of someone who is taken to be an authority, but is not really an authority. This can happen when non-experts parade as experts in fields in which they have no special competence. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Dr. Shiva and his compadres. All this is an appeal to authority fallacy. Good?
Yep.
Because engineers are not subject matter experts in natural science or the scientific method. That's it. We could wrap things up.
Yep, the judge can go ahead and have the conviction for the guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're guilty.
Bailiff!
You thought about having an early lunch?
Bailiff! Whack his pee-pee. But where's the fun in that?
To be fair, what we did was we decided after today, we're going to...
Oh, does everyone now know what an appeal to authority fallacy is? Just checking out there. I know in about 3 or 4 days I'm going to hear the appeal to authority fallacy and everyone fuck it up. I've only been saying it for like 8 years, over and over and over again. Jeez.
give people a week to go do their mathematical formulations.
Mathematical formulations of what? The scientific method? Didn't you hear Richard Feynman tell you? And Carrie Mullis tell you that you're a glue sniffer? I guess not. You didn't hear that part.
So if they want to go consult experts.
Good.
Mathematical formulations, like is he looking for proof, or is he looking for who's the best at calculus? Do you know what I mean? You're looking for geometric proof of what the Earth is, or calculus? Because you beat me at calculus. When it comes to geometric proof, though, I will win hands down every time.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be over quick. Over quick.
ChatGPT, Gemini.
You know what? Nowadays, if ChatGPT, Gemini, Gronk, whatever, would all of a sudden, Wiki, would all of a sudden like go away for like 3 or 4 weeks, all you'd hear is silence out there.
OMG, yes. I think that these people have just like developed such a dependency.
We exposed the AIs long ago, so I'm not going to get into that.
Go to universities, open book, like an open book exam. We want to do that because we don't want anyone moaning and groaning saying, well, I didn't know math, or I didn't know this.
I didn't know maths.
Everyone can go consult as many experts. So we're going to do
experts in what? Scientific method, flat, round. Who are the experts in flat versus round?
We are.
Thank you.
Follow up next week. So first of all, I want to welcome everyone.
Welcome.
What you notice the way we've done this summit is we have the audience here, the three.
Where's the audience here?
The six. Well,
the 3, the 6, the sentence fragments everywhere. Come on, get your shit together.
One of them is missing. It's very unfortunate because we spent a lot of time organizing this, multiple emails my assistant set out, and it seems like some people are just sloppy. And it's
no, the hell you say, sir?
It perturbs me.
Perturbs. Can somebody write these words down? I'm going to use these with my wife this evening.
Like ubiquity.
Yeah, ubiquity. Yeah. Can I put ubiquitous, or do I have to use ubiquity?
I don't care. Anyways, it's your rule that you set for yourself. So what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Because we spend so much effort organizing this, but nonetheless, we're going to move forward, even with.
You're gonna trudge on. Let her budge.
The absence of one individual. Hopefully, he'll show up.
Hopefully.
But I want to welcome everyone because this question of flat Earth.
You want to welcome everyone because the question of flat, that's non sequitur.
Pause.
Yeah, I paused it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure. Anyways, I wonder if he would have like hit you up, hit Brian up, or even, like Adam, me, somebody like that. I never got hit up to go and be one of his flat Earth experts. Like, where was my invite?
Well, no, you're not going to get that because these are stiffs. This is just the routine that happens, and it started years ago. McBooger Eater, Fight the Tight Shirt, Sci-Fi Scam. They all did that. They've been doing it for years. They bring a couple stiffs on there no one ever heard of, and they're doofuses. Yeah, that's duh. Yeah.
Well, the problem would be bigger than that even, because what Dr. Shiva would do there would be he wouldn't recognize any of us as being experts in the topic.
Really?
He'd say, "Where is your PhD?" Yeah, because he's not going to recognize, like, this is a topic to become an expert in it. You can't go to university and learn about it.
Well, no, that's not the case. McBooger Eater's on this panel. Where's his PhD?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about MCT when I'm talking about us, the flat earthers. He's not going to accept us as experts in the topic.
Why not? I have credentials. So does Adam.
Yeah, but he's not going to. The point I'm trying to make is the experts he says he's to make it more clear. The experts he says he's looking for, he'll make a point of not accepting, because those experts aren't going to have a PhD in this topic. Doesn't matter if you have a PhD in something else or degrees in something else in this topic, because those things don't exist.
Exactly. Yep.
There is no university, courses for that.
Sure. Yep.
Has been put out.
Half of these people in here don't even know what a PhD is. I'll guarantee it.
In the audience, and I want to review how I got involved in this.
Can't wait.
I
took a headfirst friggin' face dive into the drained cement pond. That's what you did.
Various interviews, and a guy by the name of Flat Dave or something.
Yeah, Big Globe Dave. Yeah, that's where we first met your dumbass. Big Globe Dave, you got it.
Had me on an interview.
Yep.
And he said, the earth is flat. And you guys can go see it. It's all public. And I said, well,
we already seen it. We did a treatment on it.
Oh, stop. I said, can you describe the scientific method?
Why would he have to do that? That's a category error. Yeah, but he couldn't do it. Neither could you, by the way.
And again, you guys can go see this.
Oh, we already seen it.
And I was horrified that he didn't even know what the scientific method was.
That's what we were horrified when you didn't know what it was. Not surprised, horrified, but not surprised.
I couldn't come off mute fast enough. Yeah, it's like the audacity of saying that. Yeah, Dave didn't know what the scientific method is, or it was. Neither do you, pal. You don't either. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this guy's promoting. He makes quite a bit of. He has his own website. He promotes.
He makes quite a bit of. He has his own. That's a sentence fragment. What were you going to say? He makes quite a bit of money? The grifter?
Yes, and you guys can go look at it. He didn't even understand the scientific method.
You already said that. Neither did you. So is there anything else? Or are you going to say he didn't understand the scientific method about 10 more times? Idiot.
So...
Are you saying that Big Globe Dave didn't understand the scientific method? Is that what you're trying to say?
Just a second.
Large...
So, MC Toon is fully aware, because he's the only person there that I recognize. He's fully aware of who you are, right? He's fully aware of what the scientific method is. Not saying he knows it, but he's fully aware that it's not what this guy is going to be saying. So I'm wondering, is he going to say or bring up, is he going to even mention that, well, there's actually some flat earthers that might disagree with you there? I'm wondering if he's going to say anything like that.
It's not a case of it's not a case of agree or disagree. Number one. Number two, McBooger Eater doesn't know what the scientific method is. He doesn't know.
Yeah, but you need to listen to what I'm saying.
I did listen, and he doesn't know it.
Yeah. I'm not saying he knows it. What I'm saying is he's aware that you know it and that you would disagree with this guy. Not disagree. I know it's not an agree-disagree situation. I'm aware of that. I don't need that a second time. Right? The point I'm making is, if he's going to broach the topic with this guy, he would have to say, he's probably, if he's going to say it at all to this guy Shiva, he'd have to say, well, actually, there's some flat earthers that might disagree with you there. That's what he would say. That's not saying that's what I would say, or Flatsy or you would say. We just tell him, no, that's wrong. You're completely wrong. You're an idiot. That's what I would say.
No, QE would say you're an idiot.
No, I not only say it. Difference between me and most people say it.
Demonstrate it.
I show it. That's the difference. The difference is cowbell. That's the difference.
Larger problem, particularly in the United States and for that matter, different parts of the world, where young people, perhaps it's the STEM education, public school education or private school, people aren't learning what the scientific method is.
Yeah, like you and your panel.
According to the latest statistics.
Oh, you're going to bring up statistics, eh? Is that science?
Less than 5% of people actually know what the scientific method is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a lot worse than that. I don't need statistics. I would say 100% out of 100. There hasn't been one baltard in 8 years that has known what the scientific method is. I haven't heard it. There has been zero out of all the people I asked. We're in the thousands now. If I include the Evo-tards, we're in the tens of thousands. But I'll leave those glue sniffers out. Just give them a piece of colored tape and keep them busy for hours. But there hasn't been one person that has told me what an actual scientific hypothesis is correctly. Not one. Not a single one. Not even speaking to experiment. Just a hypothesis. They screw it. They can't even get the first step right. Oh, you just observe. Observe. You look at it. Yeah, some shit like that from Science Buddies. Yeah. Or ask a question.
Yeah, ask a question. Yeah, I said it and say that. You ask a question.
Ask a question. Okay, I'll ask a question. How much of a retard are you, Shiva?
True or false?
That's a question. We're putting Science Buddies on them. We can't do that, but let's see.
Even have mastery of it.
Mastery.
And we're going to walk through that. And I decided, I spoke to...
You're going to walk through that. What are you going to bring? All the 95% of, or the 5% of people, or the 95% of people, forgive me, that don't know what the scientific method is? You're going to show that? That's what he just said, right? Let's see it. Let's hear it.
And we're going to walk through that. And I decided, I spoke to a bunch of my friends who are educators who spend a lot of time teaching. In fact, I spoke to one of my high school teachers who's in his almost 80s. And I explained this to him. So
explain what to him? That less than 5% of people in the United States know what the scientific method is? You explained that to him. That's not an explanation, glue sniffer. You don't know what an explanation is, by the way.
So my mission in doing this was to give a broad reset, hopefully.
These are a bunch of sentence fragments. Interconnected. He's not, there's this directionless drivel.
As people see this video.
Well, what?
Yeah, it seems to me, right, that the term scientific method is bandied around a lot. Since you taught it to me and others, right, I've been far more aware when I hear it, right? And it's a term that's thrown around the place, and it gives people not valor when they say it, but it gives, when people use it, I think I'm tired. I can't think of the right word.
It gives them a warm, fuzzy feeling. It adds validity to what they say.
Validity, yeah. When they throw it around, it's like they need to hijack it. And this guy, it appears to me, now he doesn't know it, but he's presuming he knows it at least. And He's trying to hijack it and now become some kind of what appears to be an educator of it. I mean, the level of neck you have to have, or just
self-righteousness.
Self-righteousness.
Yeah.
No, it's not only that. This is the face of delusional Dunning-Kruger of that which you have never witnessed. This is the epitome, shout out to McBooger Eater. This is the epitome of Dunning-Kruger. Right here. This whole thing. Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Spot on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I usually am.
Commitment of various people come to understand what is the scientific method.
What, is it some type of mystery or something? To be discovered? Is it in the rivers of the Amazon? Buried underneath the basins? What the hell are you talking about?
And to make people accountable to the hard work it takes.
Hard work it takes. Shit, I came in from recess in 5th grade, probably 3rd grade. I keep saying 5th grade, probably 3rd grade. Sat down there and the teacher took it on the chalkboard with chalk and said, this is the scientific method. Number 1, observe a natural phenomena. That's your dependent variable. Then he said, construct a hypothesis. That contains your dependent variable, the observed natural phenomena you observed in step 1. Now you're going to make an educated guess and come up with a supposition. Learn what that term means. An independent variable. That is going to be your cause of that natural effect. That's very important. It must be a natural effect observed in step 1. Can't be a man-made effect. Can't do that shit. It's stupid. Then the experiment. Now, I don't know whether he went over what constants and controls were at that point. I can't remember that. But he did go over what an experiment is, and we conducted a few. So that was what, 3rd grade after recess? Bashing each other, playing friggin', what did we play? Murder ball. Murder ball and kickball. You know, the big red balls? Man, I tell you what. Sent a couple of those into the stratosphere. Tell you that much, brother. You're an ass clown, Shiva.
Apply the scientific method.
Shut up.
We have grifters.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, you got one thing right.
And say whatever the fuck they want.
Like you. I don't know if you're grifting, though.
Without any accountability to evidence.
Yep. That's what we got out here. We've been having it out here. Mostly ball-tard since 2016. But it was before that, before I got here.
And the reason this has occurred...
What is the reason why we have pretender clowns to the left and to the right? I'm surrounded by clowns.
Is the educational system.
I don't think it's the educational system.
And B, what is evidence?
Whoa, what is scientific evidence? Yeah.
I was about to say that. It's like, he'd have to know what evidence is first. Yeah.
Yeah. Specifically, what is considered scientific evidence? That's very important.
By the end of this summit, or through the summit, you will understand that evidence...
By the end of it or through it? Which one?
Evidence is reproducible predictions.
No, it's not. Evidence is not reproducible predictions. That's horse shit. You got it all. Yeah, he's an idiot. Number one, you don't know what predictions are in natural science. And it's not that the predictions are reproducible, which is non sequitur. It doesn't make any sense. That has nothing to do with it. You have the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. It is the repeatable and reproducible experiments. And you don't have to do that many times. It takes a simple evaluation of the experimental design. If the experimental design is sound, that's it. It's over. So you're full of shit.
Just a second.
Good.
Sorry, just before you press play. Yeah, this is a situation that comes up often at time when we're watching videos like this or when we're reviewing them. You have this mix-up between what science is and geometric proof of what the Earth is, right? As we're fully aware. And the problem is that he is going to try and apply some kind of a standard across both of those topics that is the same thing. If you understand what I mean. It's like they're two, like, geometric proof is not scientific proof. Scientific proof is not geometric proof.
Yeah.
And so when he's referencing this, like, you would have to be able to read his mind to know whether he's talking about, whether he in his own head is referring to science or he's referring to proving what the Earth is geometrically.
He can't differentiate. He can't differentiate two, Brian. He thinks they're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a moron. Yep.
It's those two words are very powerful words.
Yeah, they are, and they're discontinuous. They don't make sense together. You're a moron.
And I would again say probably less than 5%.
Hopefully less than 5% don't know that horseshit.
The public actually understands what evidence is. Evidence in science is reproducible predictions.
He said it again.
Okay, why would you need a prediction?
OMG.
So his proof is that I predict something, and then I predict the same thing again tomorrow, and that's proof or evidence or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Brian, do you think you can manage to hurl a potato at this guy's face?
I don't think I'll hit him from Ireland.
I think he's Irish, by the way.
And we're going to, as we've had our pre-meetings, we're going to make sure everyone adheres.
Adheres to what? Reproducible predictions?
To the scientific method. Otherwise, anyone can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
Anybody can. It's just a free for all. Throw in your bras while you're at it.
Oh, brother. It's just a free for all. Is that Ted Nugent's song? I think it is.
And that's not science.
You don't know what natural science is.
Okay. So,
okay.
Again, my motivation in this was not about the question of flat or round.
Then why are you holding the summit?
But as a PhD.
As a PhD? A PhD in what? So now you're using your credentials. You're the reason why one of the main reasons why I came out here. People using their credentials to push around Betty Breadmaker and Joe Coffey and expose your dumbass. You're the reason that I'm here. But thank you for that.
As a guy who spent a lot of time educating people.
Educating people in what? Identifying pieces of colored tape? Because you definitely don't know what natural science is. This is like Mr. Magoo teaching Daffy Ducks. This guy, look at the look on his. This is scary, delusional Dunning-Kruger. It's scary. He's bricked, right? This is the rockhead generation. There is no way that you can demonstrate to him that he's an ass clown. There's no hope for him. I can see it in his eyes.
He's too far gone.
Yeah, it's over. There's no hope. So I'll just embarrass your dumbass.
Spent a lot of grueling hours solving problems.
Like what? For instance, what problems?
Repeating a lot of predictions.
It became eminent there's a whole set of people, particularly on the internet.
So now you're going to stereotype fallacy of people on the internet, which is damn near everyone.
Quote unquote influencers.
Don't use quote unquote. What do you know? What's it?
Who have no regard for science, who can.
That's baltards in general, and you
talk a lot. They can.
I'm with it.
There you go.
And talk very beautifully.
Beautifully, very articulate.
and people think they're saying something. But when
people think they're saying something, so this is just ambiguous horse shit that you're making up.
This is projection. Sorry, this is pure. What he's doing right now is the exact horse manure that he's talking about.
He's the soothsayer to all of the globetards back there that's just so worried about flat earthers existing. I mean, come on.
Now, he's guilty. What Brian's saying, he's guilty right now of what he's charging others doing. Is that what you're saying, Brian?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, you got it.
you take away the layers, they're saying nothing. And
Yeah, he's describing himself. Yeah.
This is not only among the grifter class.
It's among your class.
But also in universities. And I'll show
It's also in universities. What are they, dumbass crackers too? Is that what you're saying? Well, what?
show you an example of that.
Okay.
So we live in a very dangerous time.
That's amazing.
Because anyone with a microphone and a camera can say what they want.
That's true.
But they don't have to back it up.
Very true. Just like you and baltards in general. And there's a lot of pretender clown flat earthers out there to do the same.
But today's summit, the way it's organized is you're going to have to back up what the fuck you say.
Damn, the F-bomb. Well, I know.
Yeah. He's used an F-bomb there earlier. And you know that when he's referring to people where the F-bomb comes out, or any aggressive speech, you know he's referring to flat earthers, but he doesn't want to say it. You just know he is.
All right.
We know what you're doing. Right?
He's emphasizing. He's using it for emphasis.
And I'm using some of these.
1 second.
It's not going to be 1 second.
Sorry. It will be. Maybe not.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Shut up, you. What he's referring to there a minute ago about we live in a dangerous time where anyone can get a camera and a microphone and say what they want. Yeah, they can. But you don't have to believe them. You don't have to follow them. You can verify whether what they're saying is true or not. So the dangerous part is not that people can do that. It's that people decide to just believe people. And that's it. That's the dangerous part.
Sure.
Not the person saying it.
I'm just, with him saying what he said before you paused it, this is why you should be on there, QE. You would back up every single claim you make.
They don't want that. I thought he was going to get into muggings and shit. Very dangerous times we live in with all the violence, and stuff. That's what I thought he was going to.
Or like random potatoes being lobbed at your face. Breaking news.
Breaking news, unsuspecting cab driver had his car bombed with potatoes today. That's what I was trying to get. I thought he was going there, but microphones and stuff, I don't know. Doesn't seem that dangerous to me.
Annoying words, because the
annoying words aren't dangerous.
The level of conversation needs to be seriously elevated.
The level of conversation where needs to be seriously elevated. How do you know which conversations are going on and which are not? What are you, like, omniscient or something? That you can evaluate these things? What the hell are you even talking about? It's just ambiguous, directionless drivel. You're a clown, dude. That's what we call, see, we got a term for you in the industry. Amateur night clown show. That's what you are.
And I think what we're doing today is...
That's begging the question. He says, I think. That's assuming the very thing he's attempting to prove.
Public service. This summit is brought to you by their international...
Brought to you by Kellogg's. Tony the Tiger.
Center for Integrative Systems, all volunteer run. There's no one grifting here monetizing this. This video is not being monetized.
What a crusader.
I'm starting to think it is now.
yeah, that raises that raises a weathered eye, right? So why would you need to say that? This video is not monetized. Is there something else that you're monetizing? We need to get somebody on this.
This, a number of people here have families. They've taken time out of their weekends.
What?
To do this. So I appreciate.
What about my time? Taking my time out of thrashing you. What about that? Is anyone feeling it for me?
All of that. So that's the background.
Oh, what a twisted, dumbass background.
We don't want to let people get away with saying stuff that they cannot back up.
How are you going to stop it? I've been trying to do that for like 9 years now. Well, even longer with the Evotards. It's an impossible task. You can't do anything about it. I mean, you're one of the key offenders.
They got to be able to back it up. And we want to create a consciousness that people...
Create a consciousness? What?
People demand that of these grifters.
Of these grifters, all right.
As well as their politicians and public...
Politicians? What the hell? What does the politicians have to do with this? I don't know.
There was
what?
There was some politician that came out in the US. I think he's in Congress, and he's a flat earther. He could be referring to that.
Really? No.
Yeah. I don't know who the guy is. I just saw something about it.
Joe Flatty.
Don't know. But there is some guy.
And so I want to thank everyone here for...
You're welcome.
Participating. We're supposed to have 3 on the flat earth side, 3 on the...
What you laughing about, Flatsy?
You.
What?
Because you keep like, what about my time to spend listening to your dumbass and crashing you? Come on.
That's a fair complaint, though. It is a fair complaint.
Have you no compassion?
For real.
You ran with that one in your imagination, Flatsy, and it cracked you up. That was a good one.
The round earth side, one person's missing on the flat earth.
Yeah, we got that from before. We got it. Okay. Boy, that seems to be a burr in your panties. Right? That's the second or third time you mentioned that. So what? Move on.
And then we have other people we invited to, if they just want to be in the Zoom audience, and then we're also streaming it. So let's go back to the agenda here.
Oh, God.
Let's introduce the panelists. I have a picture of all of them here. Let's stop.
Like this picture? What's this a picture of? Looks like a gyro. With a flat earth in the middle of it.
Start right here. Let's...
What's his name over here? Gyro Flatty?
Introduce... We'll do the round earth side first. If the people can just say your name and a quick background. Let's start with Dr. Dieneker.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Prabhakar Dieneker. I am a biomedical engineer.
Whoa. I can't hear that shit. Hold on.
He doesn't sound confident. It's not the mic.
Let's go back. I didn't understand a word he said.
Dr. Dieneker.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Prabhakar Dieneker. I am a biomedical engineer.
He's some type of engineer. I can't make it out. You need to get a new mic, you dumbass cracker.
The chemical engineer, but I did my postdoctoral studies in biomedical engineering. And
he did his postdoctoral studies in bioengineering. Is that what he said?
And I think he said chemical engineering before.
I think biomedical engineering, I think.
My interest my interest in this particular topic is solely for the fact that
it's damn, man. Sound off like you got a pair. My God, why am I struck? I'm burning calories trying to hear this.
We need more scientific method.
You need, as an engineer, you need more of the scientific method. That's nonsense.
he needs more mainlining of something. That's for sure.
Hey, Your Honor, prosecution rests.
In answering any questions, especially the questions that, such as whether the fundamental questions, such as whether the Earth is flat or round.
The Earth is flat or round. Those are fundamental questions. Wouldn't you just go outside and check out your surroundings? Wouldn't you just do that? It's not a mystery. It's right there in front of everyone. This doesn't make any damn sense, man.
And these need to be nipped in the bud, in the sense that...
Nipped in the butt. Shout out to Betty.
These need to be taught in a school level. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't take a summit like this to have a clarity on.
What should be taught at a school level? What?
Globeness.
Globeness should be taught at a school. Isn't it already taught at the school level?
Yeah.
Idiot.
But they don't even know what science is. Isn't that like 5th grade?
I don't know these days. I can only speak to mine. That was in the early 70s.
That's my interest.
One sec. I could guarantee you this guy doesn't know the globe and heliocentric paradigm. I can guarantee you. I could say none of the supposed globers here know it. Guarantee you.
Sorry, I had to muck with my son. He just come home from work.
Thank you, Dr. Danker.
Thank you.
Then we...
Hey, he's behind me. He's got the cat in his hands, and he's treating the cat like a double-barrel shotgun. And he he cocks the cat like.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
That's what he did right behind me. Unbelievable.
We have Michael. Mike,
dumbass, cracker. What are you going to ask him? If the sun's still solid enough? Get ready, get your popcorn out.
You can introduce yourself. I know some people don't, for anonymity, you don't want your last names. Believe it or not, some people, like Mike, have actually gotten death threats.
What?
By people on the flat earth side.
OMG, dude.
Yeah, I don't see... I understand people's frustration, right? I do, right? Often with people like MC2 and Fight the Flat Earth. But death threats, I mean, that's taking it a bit far, like, isn't it? Like, why do you even need to go down that route? Maybe someone more...
Now, wait a second. 1 second. There's two things here. Number one, are the Globetards, is this a victimhood? Number one. Number two, death threats. What's the support for that? I want to see it. I want to see it. You got it in text? Have you recorded these? Let's support this shit. It's a meaningless nothing burger, but you're appealing to it, Dr. Shiva, and you're not supporting what you said. So let's have Mike McBooger Eater here demonstrate that. Yeah, let's try that.
I would like that.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd like to see it, what it is.
Yep.
Because I could claim, based off of some of the things that were said to me, that they were death threats if I want to take them that way, if you understand what I mean.
What, like drink?
But it is. It's
like drink bleach.
That's more of a suggestion. But no, just to go back to what you first said about, yeah, it is. It's a bit victimhood. It's like we're not here for this. Do you know what I mean? We're not here for that. We're not here for the plight of being a baller in 2025.
24/7 Flat Earth Discord, Land of Misfit Toys 2.0 is because they want to rub the ballers' footsies, give us our hot chocolate, and we don't want to hurt the ballers' feelings. Idiots.
And this is of serious concern, and those people were not invited.
What people were not invited? The ones that threatened his life? What? Huh? Didn't follow that. Didn't make any sense. Non sequitur.
Because they seem to be nuts.
Oh, God.
And so this
is that the technical term? What the hell are you even talking about, dude?
A serious issue. It seems like if you go against some narrative that people are monetizing and making money, you actually get death threats. So Mike has shared that.
Mike.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry now. The money to be made in this arena is on the globe side. The narrative is on the globe side.
Sure.
Right? The religion is on the globe side. The paradigm is on the globe side. This is something these people consistently try to do and have tried to do since 2015. Is hijack, right, what's really going on. Is there a few crazy flat earthers out there? Have no doubt. Is there? Yeah, I'm sure there is. I've dealt with it myself. But come on, give me a break. Right? So people are having their finances affected because their grift is being messed up by some kind of globe truth. No, pal. There is no globe truth other than it doesn't exist. That is the truth.
Yeah,
and we have the proof of that.
Have you ever? You said there might be some crazy flat earthers. There's no doubt about that. Have you been on the highway recently?
Sorry, you broke up there. Have I been on the what?
Have you driven on a high? Do they have highways in Ireland?
yeah, I've been on what you would call an Irish highway. Yeah. There was some pretty crazy ballers out there. Yeah.
That's where I was at.
Oh, we thought you were just swinging by potato trees.
Oh boy,
that with me. It's very unfortunate, but we did not include those people here. Go ahead, Mike.
So you didn't include the people that threatened his life on the panel. That's what he just said, ladies and gentlemen. This is so pathetically feeble and Nancy-ish. There's no words to be able to describe this so far. Go ahead, Mike, dumbass. Oh, by the way, is the sun still solid enough? Glue sniffer.
Yeah, thank you. At university, I studied electrical engineering and...
University, I've studied right into the university. You studied what? Electrical engineering. Can we see some support for that, even though it's fucking meaningless? Just as a point of order, Your Honor, we would like some support for this.
Computer science. I've written software for my professional career.
Oh, then you ought to be the perfect subject. You're right on point in this. This is a computer software problem.
And for the last 7.5 years, I've been engaging in this.
In booger eating.
Flat Earth and globe Earth discourse, and have a
coherently.
You made Booger perk up when you said booger eating.
Did you? Did I? Sorry. What's happening, Booger? Booger hasn't been employed. You know that? Hey, what's going?
Yeah, he's here. He was asking about super chats, but
what the hell's going on out there, man? Damn, the missus isn't going to be happy, I'll tell you that shit. All right. Where'd I go? Dr. Sheet, there he is. Hey! Get over there. All right.
A channel, MC Tune Live, and another channel,
MC Booger Eater Live.
Conspiracy Tunes, where I look at
conspiracy. The only conspiracy is the heliocentric, ball-tard spinning space monkey religion.
These two things. I debate flat earthers often.
You never debated in your life. You don't know what debating is. There is no debate with objective topics, glue sniffer. Only subjective topics are available for meat hook debates. So you don't know what debates are. Shocking surprise. Oh boy.
On my live channel. And anybody's welcome to come watch if they like to see a 2+ hour.
If they like to see somebody eating their boogers.
or interchange between myself and some people that don't generally understand science.
Like you don't know what it is, not generally, specifically. You wouldn't know what science was, natural science was, if it climbed up your arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in Carolina Reaper lace concertina wire. And I've got the receipts, son. I just played one last week, by the way. Just played another one on the show today. An idiot.
Yeah, isn't this is such a common theme, and every flat earther is doing this. And and for the past 10 years, I've dealt with it. This thing about them trying to hijack science as if it's some validity in a geometric argument. It's going on and on and on. You'll hear what he said, 2 hours of listening to someone who doesn't generally, he said his words, generally understand science. Like, implying that he does understand, and I know, and you know, because we're in the arena with him, that he does not.
Have you ever thought...
Like, he knows you, he's aware you exist.
Brian, have you ever thought of applying your wares to, like, psychology?
Well, can you use intuition in psychology?
Hold up now. We're not allowed to do that here, Brian.
So his shirt...
You can do it if you want, Flatten.
So Mike's shirt says that you're not stupid. Yeah, but you are, Mike. Idiot.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Boy, that was deep.
And then we have Dan here. Dan, go ahead. I think Dan's good at
Yeah, hi. My name's Dan. I started off in signals intelligence in the Navy.
Damn, friggin' squid.
I'm doing
Did you ever see a sextant?
It's over right there.
What did he just say? What
point that thing to the horizon and it's over.
Yep. Go ahead, Brent.
No, the horizon. You just need to turn around and look at the horizon.
That's all he needs to do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. They don't know it. Poor dumb bastards.
Radio and satellite networks.
Radio and satellite networks. Where are these satellites at, per se? I mean, specifically. Elevation, first off, that's where you're gonna kill yourself right there. But I'd like to know where they're at. Are they in the vacuum of space? By chance. Have you heard of the second law of thermodynamics, glue sniffer? Squid. Probably not.
And during combat deployments, been a telecommunications engineer.
You're a friggin' pogue, dude.
With radio and...
What is back here? Fornication. Fornicated. What the hell is this back here? Malfornicated?
The name of his channel, obviously. That must be the name of his channel. He likes the color red, obviously. Yeah.
Whatever led you to that idea? What the hell? His squid melon is in the way over here. I need to see this word. Hey, your shoe's untied.
Well, above it, it says un-F yourself.
Oh, brother.
So I'm guessing it's unfornicated.
All right.
For the better part of 25 years now. Originally,
that's amazing.
Started in this primarily as a byproduct of my teenage daughter having TikTok and seeing some of the videos that were on there about flat Earth and things like that.
Did she show you one about the horizon by chance?
I've been doing this roughly about 2 years now, started on X, and have now migrated over to YouTube, and can be found on Unfornicated.
Unfornicated, there it is. You said it. Unfornicated. What the hell does that even mean? I know what fornication is.
Well, what I would say is the flat earthers he was dealing with on TikTok and X, they wouldn't be us. Like, I don't hang around on TikTok and X. So if they gave him a problem, like asleep. Obviously, he's lost sleep over this because of his daughter. So if they gave him a problem, he's going to have a lot of problems. Even if he just can count as Nathans, he's under a lot of pressure there.
On YouTube, where we do some science communications.
Science? You do some science communications. You're not a scientist, dumbass. What the hell is going on out here, man?
About things in my background.
Your background. You're a squid. You don't have any natural science background from what you just said.
To kind of teach people about things like radio, fiber optics, and the EM.
Radio and fiber optics and what? Oh, wait a second.
My background. To kind of teach people about things like radio, fiber optics, and the EM spectrum.
What is the EM spectrum? Boy, I hope you're not relating that to or connecting that with light. Because light, photons are neither electric or magnetic. You dumbass cracker. Hey, Red, take the next 3 days off, then quit. Okay? Ass clown.
And like speed of light, and then also...
like the speed of light? Boy, that just popped out of his blowhole. Really? What's the one-way speed of light, Red glue sniffer? Let's see you go through that. Idiot.
We go into some of the more obscure history things that aren't taught in schools.
Obscure history? What does that have to do with this topic?
Kind of...
you kind of or you do it? Like precisely, or is it just kind of a?
Kind of light on some of those things that...
you just kind of shed the EM spectrum on it.
that matter.
Shut up.
All right, thanks, Dan. All right, let's go to our
thanks, Dan.
Team on the Flat Earth side. Let's begin with Kevin Samuel.
Kevin Samuel. Does anyone... You're kind of... Did he put molasses on his friggin' camera?
No clue.
That wasn't rhetorical, by the way.
I don't know where you're going to start. We can't answer that, honestly, without lying.
All right. Does anyone know who this is? I've never heard of him.
No, I don't know.
Not that that's important. I just never heard of him out here.
Kevin, kindly go ahead, if you can give people your background.
You probably have to come off mute first.
Mute me. Now I'm unmuted. You hear me? Yes, Kevin.
Yes, we can hear you. Yep.
Oh, I guess he might not have been locally muted. He might have muted everyone.
Kevin Samuel Bow is my YouTube channel. I studied media economics. It's
media economics. What does that have to do with the topic?
I did online courses after that in alternative money systems.
Alternative money systems? Oh boy.
Criticized the nowadays money system a lot. So I think I have something in common with you, how things are bad in economy. But I peeked into other stuff and...
other stuffsies?
I also saw too far in...
he connected with he also saw too far.
I could see an island I couldn't see, and I got interested. I researched that. I dipped into theories a lot.
You dipped into theories, scientific theories. I'll bet you. Well, I'll guarantee. I'll bet you no one on this panel can define a scientific theory. If I asked them, how much you want to bet? What if
I'm not betting against that.
What?
Flatsy said she'll go $50.
$50.
We don't have any kind of back chat going. No way. I did not say that.
And I did a lot of some experiments.
You did some experiments. I'll guarantee you did zero.
I did myself. I did experiments with a fishing line, stuff like
that. Right there, you're done.
That, and I like to present something today.
Were you catching smallies?
Which I think can be decisive. and includes the scientific method. And I hope
I would hope experiment is somewhere in the scientific method. I would hope so.
We keep calm, everyone, and
just stay calm, everyone. Brian, stay calm. Lexi?
Can I just?
Says the guy that his resting state is angry.
Yeah, Brian, what's your problem, dude?
Yeah, this is something else I've noticed.
Oh
right?
boy,
a flat earther, right? A flat earther, right? Tries to demonstrate something, and he's told he's not scientific enough, whether it be looking across the lake with a camera or whatever nonsense it is, right? And then the flat earther feels the need to start using some sciencey terms for what to get his demonstrations to even be discussed by the opposing side. Now, this is a situation where they end up appealing to the ballers for attention at that point. But the ballers start trying to scrutinize, right, from their point of view, this person's demonstration scientifically, right? This is the rubbish, right? Whereas he is just seeing that power at that distance. That's it. You know what I mean? That's just the truth.
So what you're saying is it's just retard on retard crime?
Well, yeah, but the flat earther is not starting off trying to claim that they're a scientist or anything else. They're just demonstrating something or trying to show something, right? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the infancy.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're caught in this web of they must be all sciencey. You know, it's BS.
You missed your calling, man. You missed your calling. You needed to go into psychology. You definitely. It's 100% right now. How old are you?
48.
Oh shit. You can still be a non-traditional student, man. Does Dublin have any universities?
Yeah, I don't live in Dublin though.
Oh, you can move up there.
I could move to Missouri.
Couldn't he commute anyways? Because isn't everything so close?
I don't think so.
It's not that close.
How many miles away from Dublin are you?
100 miles.
Nah, that's too much of a killer. That's too much. Too
I don't
much.
think so.
What? You don't think so? Just think of the gas it takes. 100 miles each way, and the time it takes. Nah, that's not practical, Flatsy. Could you swing from potato tree to potato tree up to Dublin?
Oh yeah, that's right. Dang, no.
I could swing over to Missouri in Alabama.
No, thanks, man.
That's not what she wants.
No, that's not what we want.
I want to go to university like in somewhere like in London, but more preferably in America. That's where I want to go to university. You know, where there's where real university type stuff goes on. You know, there's frat houses and all that.
Houses.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, can you imagine? His sack of potatoes just slung over his back.
I want to be like Rodney Dangerfield. You know what I mean? At university.
What do you think, Brian? I think Brian got this image that going to university here in the United States is just like Animal House or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Rodney Dangerfield. That's what I'm thinking of. You know what I mean?
Back
and
to
Chevy
school.
Chase.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I watched that not too long ago. That's pretty darn good, man. I love Rodney Dangerfield.
Keep it to science.
We're gonna try to keep it to science. Well, you just exposed yourself, by the way. What is his name? Keith? Something or other? Yeah, you're done.
Great. And Kevin, you're out of Austria, right? Just to let
yes.
3 people are in the United States. Kevin's overseas, so we want to thank Kevin. I don't know what time it's there, Kevin.
Oh, brother.
Oh, it's okay. Today is okay.
We want to thank Brian We don't know what time it is over there, but we want to thank Brian anyway.
The pre-meetings were late. Today it's 6 p.m.
Okay, great. Let's go to Ryan Shea. Ryan's here in the United States. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, hi. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Ryan Shea. Never heard of him.
So my name is Ryan Shea. I am from Dallas, Texas, currently in Houston, driving right now.
That's probably a good thing to do, driving in your car when you're on a summit. How about them Cowboys?
I've got an undergraduate degree in marketing and management.
Well, that fits right into everyone else's profession.
Master's degree in leadership.
Ooh, in leadership.
Most of my...
Are there any boats in leadership? I'll leave that as rhetorical.
Professional career was in coaching college soccer, then have now been in real estate as a realtor.
I like long walks on the beach in the evening. Salmon-flavored mochas.
You're an investor, entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. I like that word. It sounds so pretentious.
And it was probably about 5 years ago, someone, when I was in a tall building, said, hey.
I'm an entrepreneur too. The profession is exposing ball-tard spinning space monkeys. That's my business.
Hey, we can see pretty far.
And let me tell you, it's booming.
Here, can't we?
Hold up. We want to get the tall building.
And it was probably about 5 years ago, someone, when I was in a tall building, said, hey, we can see pretty far here, can't we? And brought up the flat earth. So I was like, I had no idea. I mean, what I was taught as a kid was we're on a globe spinning around 1,000 miles per hour, hurtling off into space. And there's this solar system and all this stuff. And it just took it for what it was. And I started doing my own research, doing my own testing. Have done a light test across
an EM test.
the lake that was around 7 miles, and I've done many other independent research on this subject. And when Dr. Shiva had brought up using the scientific method, I thought, oh, this is great. This is good. This is exactly what we want to do. We want to have facts.
Really? You just exposed yourself.
Exactly wrong. This is exactly wrong. Not in a category error.
Yep.
That's what he should have said.
Yep. But he didn't. So, sorry to say, sounds like a pretty cool guy. Sorry to say, you just imploded yourself. Shocking surprise.
Facts, and we want to know truth. And another part, I think just quickly, is that I'm also a part of the Truth, Freedom, Health movement.
He's part of the Truth, Freedom, Health movement? Is anyone aware of that movement?
Is he talking about anti-vaccine?
I don't know.
So I would say what we do here is it's all about facts. I don't care about anything other than what the truth is. And when our freedoms and health is actually absolutely diabolical right now in this.
That's a good friggin' word right there. Diabolical. Write that one down, Flatsy.
World and country, it's not okay. So that's what attracted me to Dr. Shiva. In this
diabolical. That's what would probably attract you to him. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Bottoms up movement that I'm also a part of. And then so with this flat Earth, I wanted to get involved. Flat Earth, round Earth debate, and do what I can to help.
Not a debate. You don't debate objective topics. Objective topics, they stand on their own. They're unavailable for debate. Like, how many debates have you been in that were titled, "Does tree bark exist?" I mean, that's an objective.
Our hands.
Our hands. let's not go there.
Oh, so that's it. Thanks.
Oh boy.
Okay. And the third person we're supposed to have is His handle is Globe Slayer, right?
Globe Slayer.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. I like to meet this guy.
He was supposed to be here, and he's not. So I was.
Well, he's probably out there globe slaying.
Before I started, I was frankly annoyed because we spent a lot of time communicating to people, getting people out here, and I wish people would follow through on their word. But anyway, we're gonna.
Oh, so now we've established that Globe Slayer he's not up to his word, and he's late and he didn't show up. That's a punctuality issue. Now I frown on people that have that issue myself. I would have been a little bit more stern, but that's just me.
We're gonna start. Let me go back. So
speaking of which, what time did you guys get into the PC?
We 7 o'clock my time.
That's when the show starts.
Yeah.
You realize that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I realised that was unacceptable. I realised it when I came in at about 3 minutes past 7. I realised it before I came in.
We're gonna have a little meeting after this.
Flatsy will be there.
Yeah, Flatsy. Yeah. Well, Flatsy, I looked down and it was 59 minutes after the hour, and Flatsy wasn't here.
I was almost late, yes, but I got here right at 1:59.
That's a damn. I ain't gonna say it's a lie. I looked at 59 minutes and no one was in here, but I digress.
That's probably true, but 59. What was it? Was it 12:59?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 12.
That's gonna last for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
For those introductions, I think people
that's profound.
Understand the mission here. It's to really apply the scientific method.
Just train wreck yourself. Each instance is a train wrecking. Your Honor.
I have to say it. Just a second. The false scientists on the globe side end up turning flat earthers into false scientists as well. No flat earther would feel the need to come up with to use the scientific method to demonstrate something if it wasn't for the other side, trying to hijack the validity of science. No flat earther would have ever done that. But instead, flat earthers are now going, well, if I go by the scientific method and I use this camera to see this tower that's 20 miles away, then, you know what I mean? It makes it more true. No, you can see the tower, it's there. You don't need a camera tower, it's over. You don't need scientific method, which would be a category error for that. You don't need it. You don't need any of these things. It has nothing to do with it. But even if you don't know that it has nothing to do with it, you still don't need it. The tower is there. You have a camera. You can see it. It's over. What more do you need? They end up turning the flat earthers into the pretender clowns that they are, into the frauds that they are, when it comes to science. What do you think, Flat?
Yeah. Because you stopped talking. I just got back from getting a bowl of kiwi. I'm sorry. All right.
It really makes me feel needed that when I start talking, you leave the room.
I do not every time, as far as you know. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to leave the room again here. So let's see what Flatsy thinks about it. And Flatsy, talk for about a minute.
Hold on, Booker bumped his head. I was trying to figure out what happened. What now? What happened? Never mind. Brian, fill me in.
Yeah, I was just saying, if Kiwi's gone off to get cauliflower or pineapple or kiwi or something.
Right.
I'm just saying that characters are given the impression by the pollers that they need to use scientific method to demonstrate that they're seeing a tower 20 miles away with their camera. Right? They don't even have to. I was saying they don't even have to know what science is or what scientific method is. They should know even not knowing those things, that they don't need those things to demonstrate it. You know what I mean? The video that you're taking with your camera demonstrates you're looking at the tower 20 miles away. You don't need to go and overcomplicate it like the ballers do, because they need to complicate the hell out of everything. You know, because what they won't say is, "I don't believe you're seeing the tower that you're seeing." That's what the ballers won't say, isn't it? I can't handle the fact that you're seeing the tower that I don't want you to see. Yeah, well, I am. How look? Do you know what I mean? This is what this is a cancer that's within this arena. This false science cancer.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Is that what you wanted to know from me, if I agree or not? Yeah, I think that people are not caring about what terms mean, and they are allowing terms to be used so loosely these days. And so everything's muddled and everything is a mess. And they don't care to address that. They actually vilify you for wanting to be hyper-specific. So, no, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. One of the most ridiculous things and ironic things is QE, right, who was working in those fields and knows all about the science, the fields of natural science and scientific method, and has used it, right, and has had a career in it. He's quite happy to talk about the non-slope of the horizon. He doesn't need scientific method. He doesn't need, you know what I mean? He doesn't need an experiment or any other nonsense. It's like rate of slope 0, problem solved. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't need a triangle, problem solved. Yep. You know, he doesn't need all this garnish.
Exactly. So I'm back. I just want to let everyone know, you know, this on the thumbnail, that this, what would you call it? Statue or something that somebody placed Shiva's head on? It sits outside CERN, and you know what it's called? Shiva. Go ahead and look that up, man. Yeah, that's why that's why people put it. That's why we put it there. The other day we brought that up, and yeah, it's a statue outside of CERN, and it's called Shiva.
Shout out to Betty.
Yeah. Just want to let everyone know what the what connection it had, just in case you were clueless. All right, here we go.
I've seen very, you know, from this past year, when you look at this question.
What's the question?
It's been unfortunate that people haven't applied the scientific method.
Well, they can't apply the scientific method. I think your question is the globe flat, or is the globe flat? Is the Earth a sphere, Tard, or is it a horizontal plane? Well, you can't apply the scientific method. It doesn't fit. It's a category error. Can't do that. It's a belly laughing category error. So you're a goober.
So the part of what we wanted to do in the next 5-6 minutes, I did this in a long video, but to the audience out there on social media, plus the audience here, what is the scientific method?
All right, now we're going to get to it.
We wanted to review it. We've had pre-meetings on it. We've gone.
You had 3 meetings on what the scientific method is? Oh, shit.
They had to come to an agreement? Is this the consensus scientific method you're going to come up with?
I don't know.
On over the terminology, everyone's on board, but we just wanted to level set for everyone else, because that
we want a level set. What does that mean? Is that a horizontal plane?
Framework is what's going to be used.
Framework? You know what's it?
For anything we do. And that framework is
anything you do. You don't apply the scientific method to anything you do. That's just stupid.
What's going to be imposed on anyone, the panelists who are participating on both sides. Is that clear? That's the ground rules.
That's the ground rule? That made no sense.
So let's review what is the scientific method.
All right, here we go. Oh, you want me to pause it? We're just getting to the punchline. People are going to
know, but the ground...
People are going to get... People are going to get pissed at you for stopping this, by the way, but go ahead.
Ask a question.
Stop. Just before the bra comes off, I'm pressing pause. I get that. Right?
You never do. No, no, no. You never do that. No, 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 no.
See, the thing here is the standard should be proving your claim. That should be the standard. End of. There shouldn't be any other standard. What other standard is needed? Proving your claim. Standard. That's it.
Your metaphor didn't fit.
Which metaphor?
Just before the bra comes off, you pause. No, 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 you don't. No, you don't. Does it jiggle?
Let me go back to the slides here. So in the scientific...
Oh my God. All right.
Oh no. Wrong immediately. Yeah.
This is like just tattooing pretender clown retard on your forehead. That's what Shiva, that's what you did right here. It's over right here. Why isn't it the scientific method, by the way? It's just scientific method. What's up with that, number one? Number two, it's not observation, you glue sniffer. It's observing a natural phenomena. And just let me clue you in, you got that one wrong, so you failed. You would fail intro to third grade general science just with observation blue box right here, dumbass. However, guess what you got here? You got a car. Is a car a natural phenomena? Is a car a valid dependent variable? Because that's what the first step is, elucidating your dependent variable. So that has to be a natural phenomena. Is a car a natural phenomena? Anyone?
Nope. Man-made object.
Yeah, the cause would be man.
Yeah. So you failed intro to third grade general science. This is going to be a belly laugher.
Scientific method, you begin with an observation.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's observation of a natural phenomena there, glue sniffer. Let's go there. Where are we at? Fallacy, composition, empirical. He has a problem with it. They have problems with this word too. Shocking surprise. And of course, that and that. Where'd this go? I got too much information in here, man. Let's go. University of Rochester Physics Department. The scientific method has 4 steps. Number 1, observation and description of a phenomena or group of phenomena. So you're wrong right there. Even though they didn't put natural in there, you're screwed. Because it has to be a phenomena. Has to be. It can't be a concrete noun. And yours is a man-made concrete noun. Just killing it to death, you're done. Finished. The scientific method has 4 steps. That's him right there. Observation and description of a phenomena or group of phenomena. University of Rochester. The Kristen McClellan, Nature, Science, and the Scientific Method. The first process in the scientific method involves the observation of a phenomena. They're even wrong here. It should be a natural phenomena. Maybe they're taking it as read. So, what is that? So, from Radford University, naturalistic observation. What is that? So, they state observation of behavior in more or less a natural setting without any attempt to intervene. The situation is not manipulated or controlled by the investigator, and the situation has not been initiated or created by the investigator. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. And remember, Niels Bohr, No phenomenon is a phenomenon unless it is an observed phenomenon. So you're finished. He's done right here. We just laugh at you from here on out.
Okay. Let's say you have
Not okay.
a car. There's some force put on the car.
There's force put on the car. What force?
F. It's of some
F. Does the letter F put a force on Stuffsies?
mass.
Mass? I'd like to hear the definition of that. That's what I'd like to hear.
It accelerates. Okay, so you see this phenomenon. You could be.
It's not a natural phenomenon. You're outside the constraints of the scientific method.
Sitting on a park bench.
So you're sitting on a park bench with a long rain
and someone's
jacket
pushing
on.
the car. That's a force. The car is of some mass, and it starts accelerating. Okay, so
he thinks this is a scientific. He thinks this is a natural phenomenon.
the scientific method begins with an observation.
Wrong. Already went over it.
You see an apple, Newton saw an apple fall supposedly from the
Now that's a natural phenomenon.
tree, and he wants to understand that. Okay,
And he wants to understand it. Then what does he do?
you may see the clouds move. You want to understand
Clouds move. Okay, that's a natural phenomenon.
that. You see the world heating up or cooling.
Do we see? I don't see the. Well, depends whether it's summertime or wintertime. It's definitely cooling down in general here.
You make these observations, and you want to understand that.
So what does that have to do with your car? Those you spoke of were natural phenomena.
So the scientific method begins with an observation.
Wrong, because it's incomplete.
Okay?
No, not okay.
Begins with an observation.
You said it again. No, it does not. You would fail intro to third grade general science.
So that observation typically leads to some questions.
It typically leads to a question. Oh, shit. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, why his statement of the scientific method starts with an observation is wrong is because you are constantly, if you have working eyes, right, once you're not blind or something, you're constantly observing things. So does that mean all day, every day, you're starting the scientific method?
Yep, that's exactly.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yep. Yep, that's right. I thought about that too, about mentioning that, but thanks, Brian. You are correct.
Okay, so in this case, if you see a force impinging.
Has anyone seen a force before?
No, I've never seen a force that I can think of.
What's that look like?
On a car of mass m accelerating, you may make a question and that is
you may make a question or what? That was a sentence fragment.
Noted as a hypothesis.
I was going to say it.
His hypothesis is he puts hypothesis / model. You don't know what first of all, you don't know what a hypothesis is. Second of all, you don't know what a model is. And F equal MA, I don't know what your squared shit is in here. That's stupid. But F equal MA itself is false. And it's non sequitur. It's not a hypothesis. It's a formula. You dumbass cracker. And, by the way, F equal MA was debunked years ago. Years and years and years ago. Let's take a look at this. Where are you at? Pretender clowns. That's going to be a friggin' big file right there. Where is my... there we are.
That's got to be a big foil right there. There's a lot of them out.
Oh boy, where? We'll start right here. From the Feynman lectures back to Caltech, even though the law F equal MA is false, yada yada yada, it's all over. And all the derivations of Newton were wrong for the conservation of momentum. Yeah. In quantum mechanics, nevertheless, in the end, that particular law maintains itself. What particular law? The conservation of momentum. The law F equal ma is false. Game, set, match. It's definitely not a friggin' hypothesis, glue sniffer.
So, and this is...
And squared. What the hell is going on here? What's up with the squared? I've never seen that before.
What's important to understand is the hypothesis is always expressed as a mathematical equation.
Wow.
A hypothesis is never, ever a mathematical formula or equation. He probably doesn't even know the difference between formulas and equations. Friggin' idiot. That is the dumbest thing I think I ever heard. Well, no, I heard some dumb shit, but it's up there.
I'm kind of still over here flabbergasted at how dumb this is. It's just all going to be downhill from here.
Yeah, did it start uphill?
Oh, I guess not. I guess not.
Let's see. Let's see something here. Hold on, relax. Scientific hypothesis. Let's see, because let's see if there's equations in here. We already seen Richard Feynman and Dr. Kary Mullis and Professor Blackreishnan and Professor Shankar say that natural science is not, or mathematics is not a natural science. We already went over that, so it's already dead. But to be specific, he said a hypothesis was always an equation. Let's see. From Colorado State University, scientific hypothesis, a special kind of prediction that forecasts how the independent variable will affect the dependent variable. It's funny, I don't see equation in there. Krista McClellan, The Nature of Science and the Scientific Method, hypothesis should also contain a prediction about its verifiability. For example, if the hypothesis is true, then 1 should happen when 2 is manipulated. The first blank is the dependent variable that we discussed earlier. It depends on what you're doing in the second blank, and the second blank is the independent variable. You manipulate it to get a reaction. There should be no other variables in the experiment that may affect the dependent variable. I don't see an equation in here. Shiva. From Colorado. From Colorado State, formalized hypotheses contain 2 variables. One is the independent, the other is dependent. There's an echo in here, isn't it? The independent variable is one you, the scientists, control, and the dependent variable, that's probably a poor word. They should have worded that differently, but I digress. The scientists control, and the dependent variable is the one that you observe and or measure the results. Notice there are 2 parts to a formalized hypothesis. The if portion contains the testable proposed relationship, and the then portion is the prediction of the expected results of an experiment. A acceptable hypothesis contains both aspects, not just the prediction portion. I don't see an equation in here. You?
Nope.
You know, if Adam was here, we would still be talking about how they have even though it can't be a hypothesis, they have the wrong formula.
Yep.
Like, what the hell is wrong with these people?
Yep. Well, they're pretender clown morons. Dunning-Kruger type, 1 each. Or 7 each. 1 guy was missing. What?
Even though this is not going to actually relay correctly what he's actually just stated in the past few minutes, is right. But if I use the example he gave involving Newton, which is a real, actual, naturally observed phenomenon of an apple falling from a tree.
Yep.
If I use that, what he's even this is not going to work. Even this is not going to be. This is even more joined or makes more sense than what he said. But that means that I see an apple falling from a tree, and I go, the cause of that is 4 + 2 = 6. Right? That's my hypothesis. But even that's wrong, because he said that hypothesis is exactly what he said. If you can remember his exact words, is always a mathematical equation.
Yep.
Wasn't it, or something he said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means there can't even be an apple falling from a tree within his hypothesis.
He's a dumbass.
Because it's mathematical.
Yep, it's stupid. Like I said, it failed third grade intro to general science, but it all started back here. This is just flamethrowing him.
Which means you need to know some math. Okay.
Really? Richard Feynman said that mathematics is not natural science, and Professor Black-Reasonen said that mathematics has nothing to do with physics. Zero. You're a clown, sir. And thank you for this, by the way.
Okay. And if you don't know
I couldn't have done it any better myself.
math, you got to go get someone who does know math to help you.
Really?
Oh, by the way, what I was going to say earlier is that when he said the hypothesis is always a mathematical equation,
yep,
I was going to say turn out the lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was finished at that point.
Wasn't it finished with observation of concrete nouns, a car? But yeah, technically, this one you can never recover from. This one right here.
And in this process here, we're allowing people to go get experts. That's why in developing the hypothesis, we're going to give people a week. But nonetheless, you can look at this phenomenon and you can say, oh, there's a...
There's little funnies laughing here. Wonder who that is. It's Mark. Somebody's laughing in here. So that's pretty funny.
Of course, the car is of mass m, and it accelerates. And you may...
I'd like to... Wouldn't you like to listen to his definition of mass? You get your popcorn out. It would be a massacre of megalithic proportions. I mean, I would actually enjoy listening to that, being on the panel to have him define it, and just rubbing his nose right in it. Idiot.
I say, I believe that the relationship between the force and the mass is related by this equation. Force equals mass times acceleration squared.
Squared? What?
Okay, so the force to move that mass m has to be ma squared. That's a hypothesis.
No, it's not.
Based on your...
No, it's not. It's not a hypothesis at all. You're an idiot.
Observation could be wrong or could be right. Okay? So...
Or you could be retarded, and that's not a hypothesis. He also has model down in here. I bet you he doesn't know what a model is either. A hypothesis is not a scientific model, glue sniffer. Might as well go to that. Get that squared away. We got to touch on everything that he says. Where are you? I go past it. The important point, this is from Chemistry 101. Professor, forgot his name. This is from, I think, Indiana University. The important point that Becker introduced is that explanation of a natural phenomena, i.e. model or theory, must be testable by experimentation. In other words, once a model is proposed as an explanation of a phenomena, it can only be considered a scientific model if it can be objectively tested by experiment. A hypothesis isn't an experiment, glue sniffer. So, just crossing the I's and dotting the T's, ladies and gentlemen, just to make sure we're all covered here.
So if you're a round earther, you're going to come up with some observation.
Just come up with an observation. When you look at an observation or see it.
Could be, an airplane, how it...
Airplanes, that's one of the #1 flat earth proofs. We got a whole bunch of #1s. How can you fly in an airplane on a globetard, goober? That's my question. How is that possible? By the way, that's one of the #1 proofs up here. Remember I showed you earlier? Globeterminator.com. That's where you go. And you go over at Flat Earth Proofs, and then you go to Flight. Now, this is expanded recently. Shout out to Brian. But in essence... this kills you right here. You don't really have to go to the other. We'll take you there though, Because I'll pitch slap you. Yes, sir, you're done. There it is. Go ahead and debunk this. Get the popcorn. That's for sure.
Well, the pitch slapping is on the list now.
It moves. It could be, I think.
On what list? On the goober list, along with gravity.
It's the list of things you're not allowed to bring up anymore. Overall,
That's such a provoking thing that they did. Like, I mean, and also asserting, like that they are the pinnacle.
Oh yeah, they're the cut. I was listening to them the other day. They're cut above. Fucking idiots. We're talking about the land of misfit toys. If you didn't, ladies and gentlemen, if you came late, make sure you watch the beginning of the video. We have the land of misfit toys 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. Ignoramuses. Somebody came on there and listen. I'm not going to repeat it. You just have to go listen to it. It's all about gravity. Get your popcorn out, by the way.
Ryan said a fishing line. It could be the sun's motion. There's
a fishing line.
Many observations, but
not any observation. Not of concrete nouns. It can't, and it has to be a natural phenomenon.
You use that observation, and based on your assumptions,
no assumptions in the scientific method. It's a supposition. Supposition. Your independent variable is your supposition. The whole statement is a supposition. It's not an assumption. Assumptions and suppositions are two very different animals, clown show.
You come up with a mathematical equation.
No, you don't. You do that in mathematics, not in natural science. Natural science has nothing whatsoever to do with your fuckwit formulas. Nothing. Zero.
Obviously.
Yeah. Pause.
Go ahead.
Not only does this is why this convolution that the ballers always do, where they're mixing science, pseudoscience, with geometric proof of the Earth, of what the Earth is. It's like what he just said there. Like, he hasn't actually said anything or given any, if you ignore anything to do with science there, and just based on what he just said there, he didn't give any example of any observation that would actually prove anything. It's based on what he's, not the observation, not the observing of something, but what he said afterwards as the support for your supposed cause. How does me observing the sun, right, change its position in the sky from my location, me looking at the sun, and then me coming up with a maths equation? How does that solve any question about how it moved, what it is, anything else?
It doesn't.
Nothing is solved.
Nope, he's an idiot.
Technically, a mathematical equation will vary if the Earth is round or if the Earth is flat.
What's the equation of a banana? You fucking idiot. Come on, I need to see it.
I can give one right now.
Okay, go ahead. We'll post it live.
Yeah, the descent formula, any of the descent formulas from the top of descent for aircraft. Yeah. See which one that fits. Uh-oh.
Where are you posting the equation for a banana?
I won't be posting that.
And I'm sort of foreshadowing some of this, but nonetheless, you do an observation and you
do an observation. Oh boy.
Come up with a hypothesis. In this case, someone is saying that force is equal to mass times acceleration squared. Now, if that is true, the evidence will point to that based on what M and A you plug in, you're going to.
What's M?
Yeah.
No, we're just entertaining this horseshittery. We
different forces every time you plug in that M and A, particular M and A. That's called evidence. That's why we say evidence equals reproducible predictions. Okay.
What?
They're really going with that train wreck. He didn't accidentally say that earlier.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No
He's a
freaking
retard.
way. Oh no.
So part of how you, just to give, part of how you get to evidence is you pre-assume the existence of mass.
You're way
That's
off.
his standard.
You're gonna try to you're gonna try to reason with this? Don't, man. Don't.
I'm not reasoning.
You can't do it. Just don't. Just let him go.
So the next thing you would do is you would do some experiment.
How are you gonna do an experiment on an equation?
Yeah, how are you going to make the equation? Yeah, how are you going to cause? Yeah, how are you going to cause the effect with the equation?
Don't try it, Brian. Don't. It's gonna end badly. Don't do it.
Okay, you're gonna have to design the
not okay
experiment, and experiments are difficult. You have to have the right methodology. You have to understand the errors. It's not true.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What?
You have to have the right methodology. Said, yeah, the scientific method, the actual one.
Yeah, that one.
Manure.
Yeah. What a douchebag.
It's a lot of hard work.
So, are you saying it's hard work?
And the next thing is you gather.
The next thing you do, data gathering. What data? What?
Gather data and you organize that data.
You organize that data, huh?
So you would do an experiment. Here we have 3 variables, F, M, and A. And you would.
So what variable, which one's the independent variable? And then which one's the dependent variable? And then the other one must be a constant. Are you going to identify it? You see where this goes? Unbelievable.
You would do experiments and you organize. I just did a little table.
This is on the dumbass road to Jackassville. I'm not entertaining this.
Here, column 1 is F, column 2 is M, and column the last column is A, acceleration. Okay.
Acceleration. We had a 1, 2, and 4 in there.
So you would organize. It's actually A squared. Sorry about that.
I was just going to say, where's the squared at?
Let me, I want to, actually, this is right. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, so you would organize the data like this, and these are the results you get.
This is the data that we got from our experiments. A 1, 1, 1, a 2, 1, 2, and a 4, 1, 4, baby.
From your experiment, okay?
Not okay.
And then you would see what this reveals.
Doesn't it reveal this?
You can see
it reveals F equal MA, which has been debunked for years, about 100 years. That's what this is, a train wreck of a disaster.
The results are force is actually equal to MA. There's no squaring based on the state. Everyone see that?
Then you prove the null hypothesis.
F. In this case.
Well, he said, everyone see that? No, I didn't see force anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
He said, then you proved the null. That was good, Q.
Wasn't it good? Did you catch that? Brian didn't catch that because he was on his own agenda.
I was. I didn't say it, but I was on my own agenda. Yeah.
Wonder if his glue sniffer would know. No, he wouldn't. I ain't gonna even ask.
M times A, M times A, M times A. So the hypothesis was that F equals MA squared. In this case, F would have been 1, but in this case, the second case, F would have been 4, and in this case,
what in the
this is rubber room paddy wagon toy, isn't it? This is the you always say. I heard you say it many times, but this to me is the time. This is the time for that.
This is
what I've heard. What rubbish!
Tell him what he is, Brian.
A glue sniffer.
Nah, you had that one phrase.
Oh, I keep forgetting that now.
Fucking bozo.
Oh, sorry, a bozo. Yeah, he is absolutely a bozo. Sorry.
Do we need to continue? Do we need to continue with this? Really?
It is bad. I mean, it is funny, but it's wow. He's after going from some kind of an observation to F equals MA.
Squared.
That's what he's after going to. Squared, which is not. Like, I don't think there was any squared. Yeah, in Newton's Principia Mathematica. Did he put, when in his laws of motion, did he put squared in there? I don't remember ever saying squared.
What I think this glue sniffer was trying to do was put in F equal MA squared as being bogus, and that would mean all his 111, 212, 414 would debunk F equal MA squared and leave you with just F equal MA. That's what I think this glue sniffer was trying to do. Listen, Brian, that's what I think he was doing. I'm in your realm now, because I can only speculate.
That's better than what
I'm hesitant to hit play. Do we still have people watching us?
I don't know. I can't see that.
Let's see what they say.
Yeah, you got about 59.
Yeah. You guys, do you need me to continue with this? If you want me to continue, type 1 in the chat. If you don't want me to continue, oh, there's Adam. Nice. Thanks, Adam. The famous quote from Oppenheimer, I know that name, is, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
I'm so mad at you right now. Booger, come here. Come here.
No, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, never mind.
Sorry. Go ahead, Flat. Booger, no, let Booger do it. Sorry, I forgot about that. Go ahead. Get him.
Superchat.
Super American.
Oh, you can read it. You can read it. I don't have to. You can.
Okay. A famous quote from Oppenheimer is, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I am ready to rag someone's Veda." Did he say the last one? Rag someone's Veda? What does that mean?
I don't know, but it doesn't. I don't think Oppenheimer said it.
I don't know. Adam's pretty sharp with his stuff, man. I wouldn't be messing with him. All right. Thanks, Adam. Hope you're doing better. Your situation's better, brother. Okay. So the question is, do we want to continue with this? If we want to continue, hit 1. No, not continue, type 2. And don't be Weisenheimers and put 1, 2. Or 3. And my chat has now caught up, so I can see him. Everyone's gone quiet now. Shit.
You got to do what's best for your personal health.
They are careless. But look at them all hit 1. Sons of bitches, boy. Why you want to put me through this? Is anyone taking my feelings into account? This is seriously, this is putting some serious stress on my truth journey.
Somebody should tell Shiva that he should be worried about this.
1, and also check your messages. Okay. All right, Elbow. You want me to check them now? Messages. Where's my messages at? Shit. Are you talking about in Discord? I don't got any messages in Discord, dude. Hold on. No, I don't got any. Nope, there's no messages there. I just checked. You're lucky I caught that one, by the way. And somebody, DeWitt, straight laces, do what's best for your emotional health. Yeah, but people are pushing me. I mean, they're provoking me with the ones. My God, there's a lot of twos. Now, I think the twos have overcome it. Jesse, were you giving me twos and ones? What's the crown number 2 mean? And then you type 1.
That's the one interacting in your chat the most.
Oh, crap. I guess we can go for, what time is it? 4:05? What do you want to do, Brian?
Oh, I'll go for another hour while. Maybe we do another half an hour of it. And we could continue on with the rest of our time if there's a need be. We don't know what kind of gems are in here. We know that F equals MA has been put through the scientific method.
No,
according to this doctor.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. F equals MA squared. All right, let's see what else. This is going to be incredibly stupid.
In this case, F would have been 16. Everyone see that? But it isn't. So when you come to this point, you have to deal with the reality that your hypothesis F equals MA squared was wrong.
You're right. You're right, Kiwi. That was what he was saying.
Yeah, it's a train wreck. F equal MA is squared, so your alternative hypothesis was wrong, therefore the null is true. What's the null can't be F equal MA. That doesn't make any damn sense. It's stupid. So this is just incredibly stupid.
In fact, it's F equals MA.
What a clown.
Okay? And then you have to deal with the reality that if the results match the hypothesis, which they don't.
The only thing that matches here is my ass and your face. That's the only match here.
If they do match, your hypothesis is accepted. If not, it's rejected. This is.
What about the null? You forgot about that one. Good.
Yeah. You don't accept hypotheses or reject them. They're not something you accept or reject. It's like you can't come to me with a hypothesis and I go, I reject that, and that means that's the end of it.
No. Let me stop you before you train wreck yourself. If the alternative hypothesis is true, then the null is rejected.
I understand that. That's not how he put it. I totally understand that. Of course, if the null is true, then the alternative is rejected, obviously. But that's not how he described it there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was there.
It's a scientific method.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
And we can look at this, but this is what I'm saying.
What are we looking at? That's a sentence fragment. This is what I'm saying. What are we looking at here? We looking at generally overall with your friggin' rectangles and oblate diamond?
Is unfortunately, if you go out on the street.
If you go out on the street, thank the Lord you won't go out on the street because you'd get massacred out on the street with this horse shit.
Less than 5% of people actually know this.
Oh, here we go again.
So if less than 5% of people know this.
No, this. What's this? This? I hope to God there's 5% of people that less than 5% of people don't know this. Thank the Lord.
And there's billions of people on.
Good.
There's less than 5 people here on this panel that know it's a load of rubbish.
On social media, and someone's just randomly saying what they want to say, they could bullshit people.
Like you.
So this is the framework why you have an iPhone.
It's Sabine Bruce. He's gone.
Why the hell didn't you? Why didn't the arrows point to the end result iPhone? My God, are you a retard, dude? You just keep piling it on too. You'll never recover from this, by the way. Not a chance. You can't. There's no recovering from this epic train wreck of a dumpster fire snowballing down the mountain. Couldn't have done it without...
Sorry.
Couldn't have done it without you, Shiva. Moron. Go ahead, Flatsy.
Elbow TV said, oops, he sent it now.
Well,
and that it's about Shiva.
It's about Shiva? Do I need to go and find it now?
I think that's what he said.
All right.
That's what he's implying.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I do have a message. Is it a message from Shiva?
No, Elbow.
Oh, no. I'm asking Elbow. Flatsy. My God, man.
My bad.
Don't mind him, Flatsy. Anyone would have made that mistake. But the way he was communicating with you.
So he didn't invent email. He made a program called email. Not for internal messaging and not for the internet. That's what he has copyright for. Ray Tomlinson was the inventor of email. Huh, I didn't know that. Is he related to Ladanian? Okay, appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, I kind of figured that he didn't invent email. It was funny, though, while we were doing it.
Okay.
He holds up his iPhone up. Did everyone see that? Look at
it. He's after bringing, all jokes aside, what he's actually after doing is bringing I can't just say scientific method, but the term scientific method into absurdity here.
Yep.
It's not even bad. It's just like what he's after doing is just absolutely nothing to do with what any scientific method would be, is it? Like,
is it something like this? It's not even that he's wrong.
Yeah. Because what he's after laying out there, it would be absolutely useless for getting to the bottom of a problem. Even if you were just trying to use it as troubleshooting, let's just say, right?
Yep.
What he's after laying out there would be more for troubleshooting. Basic things like that, which is not scientific method, but,
This works because people had to understand Maxwell's equations.
Maxwell's equations was debunked with his idiot theory about 106 years ago. Oh, wait a second, 110 years ago. Let's take a look at that. Go off the beaten path. Try to get away from his dumbass. Where would I have that?
Yeah, he's so bad you want to go and look at your own things.
Yeah, just pick on another thing and get him away from me. So Maxwell's equations, where would I have that hidden? Where would I have that little gem at? What I would have put it in, I may have put it under Newton too. Hold on. Wait a second. F equal MA, no. Is it down here? Where did I put that mark? Ether, Love, and Einstein, that's not it.
It's definitely in with something with wits. That's connected to wits or one of those.
You think?
Yeah.
I thought I had it down in here. I got it. I got them covered right here. I knew it was down here. Why would you question me? From Professor Shankar, Chair, Professor Physics, Yale. So here's what you do to find out what's wrong with electrodynamics. I mean, Maxwell's theory wasn't a theory anyway. It all starts with the double slit experiment. So everything looks good for Maxwell till... That's a powerful fucking word right there, boy. You start doing the following experiment. You see, whenever you see the word till, like if you do Bible studies, this is a very powerful Bible studying tool. Search out all the tills. You'll reach self-actualization. Just a pro tip. Yep, but see, he's dead. Maxwell's dead. Right? So, it's all over.
And why though was he dead?
Say again?
Why though? For the audience. Why? Why was he shown to be?
I ain't gonna do that shit.
All right.
That's for another presentation. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I ain't gonna give up the ghost for everything. No way. All right. We got to go back here. Oh, God.
They have to understand all sorts of very, very complicated things. And the unsung heroes in a lot of this are engineers. Engineers
are not scientists.
Are the people who actually have to apply science to create.
Yeah, but you don't know natural science. Very big difference. You have the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Technology is not science, dumbass. I get to go someplace else. Where do you know? Thank the Lord. All right, where do I got that monkey? I'm looking for ways out.
I've noticed that.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
From the University of Georgia. What science isn't? Part 3. Science is not technology. I'm right here, folks. One of the mistakes many people make in thinking about science is to confuse it with technology. As a result, science often either receives undue credit for the miracles of modern science in one's kitchen or undue blame for everything from overly firm tomatoes to nuclear war. In fact, science doesn't make things. Scientists developed the understanding of radiation sufficient for the invention of the microwave oven, but neither making a microwave oven nor using it are science. Scientists are in the business of generating knowledge, whereas engineers are in the business of generating technology. In short, science often leads to technology, and it often uses technology, but it isn't technology, and in fact, it can operate quite independently of technology. End of citation.
That is a beautiful citation.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
Anthony loved this one too for a while. Yeah, he used to say, "Send me." I was wondering why he never saved it. I said every other week. Hey, can you send me that? Okay, here you go. About 65 times. Shout out to Anthony. Did you finally fucking save this? Guess what, though? We got to go back.
Creating practical things. That's where the rubber meets the road.
Where the rubber meets the road. What is this argument by cliche now? Wow.
Engineers are like the boat tech people doing science.
Engineers are like the boat. Did he say boat tech?
I'm not sure what he said.
Well, if you keep talking, I'll never know.
Stop asking questions about it.
Engineers are like the boat tech people.
Boat tech people. That's what he said. Boat tech. What you know about boat tech? That's an archery company, by the way.
Doing science, okay?
Doing science? No, they don't do any science.
So anyway, this is a scientific method.
No, it's not.
Now, we want to make sure that this is applied in the case. By the way,
oh, just in case you forgot, Blatzy, he put it down here for you. Evidence equals reproducible predictions, just in case you forgot.
Holy crap.
Well, look, this is all they have, right, on their side. The attempted hijack of the movement of the celestial bodies, and then claim that they're making a prediction that the sun will rise tomorrow, right? That's in a very basic way. that's not just part of a cycle, that's something they're predicting. And then they see the sun rise, and that means they predicted the sun.
Don't roosters do that?
I'm just shocked because not only did he mean to say it, and he didn't accidentally say it, he meant to say it. He had the gall to write it down.
Yeah, but that's the point, you see.
And then it's equal to evidence? Come on, buddy.
Well, in his mind, if he predicts that the sun will rise right at a certain time, and it does, and then tomorrow he predicts the sun will rise at a certain time, and it does, and then he predicts on the next day that the sun will rise at a certain time, and it does, that means that's evidence that his prediction was correct.
Yeah, oh my God, boy, that's a sickness.
That's some piece of cake, isn't it?
What the hell we got here? Scientific method. He's got his train wreck evidence equals reproducible predictions, Flatsy's favorite. Now we have figure 1, climate model projections of rate of Arctic sea ice loss. This looks like the scientific method to me, this idiot graph of yours. And look, it goes from 2000 to 2050. Oh my God, to 2100. What? I can't. I'm looking forward to this. Hold on.
By the way, let me just point out one thing. I was literally walking through my woods here, and I live.
You were walking through the woods here. Yeah. Did you see any friggin' iPhones? Just kicking them around?
In a very interesting community of a lot of academics.
I bet.
And obviously, I run for Senate. I'm running for Senate against them.
He's running for Senate? Who would vote for that crayon muncher?
Random guy comes up to me and he starts talking about climate change.
Oh, they're out there.
Oh, I bet they are.
And he goes, the climate is changing, and I don't agree with you. It's obviously the Earth's temperature is increasing.
No.
Based on CO2. And I said, look, evidence is reproducible predictions.
Shout out to Flatsy.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. All right.
And he didn't even know what that meant.
No one does.
This one says 0% is going to melt.
Okay, hold. Let's go back.
And each one gives a different answer. So
each one of what? Are these all different answers? Which ones are past 11, 18, 20, 25? Do they all have Doc Brown with them? What are you doing, dude?
The one model says 100%.
This isn't a model. This is a graph.
Is going to melt. And another model, this one says 0% is going to melt.
So those are reproducible predictions, right? Well, how are you going to reproduce them without Doc Brown? What?
Just blink.
What the hell? What the hell is going on here?
This is an absolute idiot. You said it earlier, right? The Dunning-Kruger. That's not a term you hardly would ever in 10 years hear me use that. But I'll use it now because you used it earlier perfectly. He is the ultimate Dunning-Kruger. Out of everyone I've ever, even what's his name? What's the guy? Remember with the glasses? He's sitting down.
Charlie, Greg, Scott.
T-Boss. What's the guy? T-Bone. What's the guy?
Oh, he's
T-Bone. You know what I'm on about.
That's what Shiva's been doing to us the whole time. He's been T-boning us. T-jumping.
That's what he's been doing. He's just one epic idiot. And as you said exactly, from the look on his face, you try and tell him something, and no way would he be able to take it in. If it goes against his bullshit in his bullshit mind. No way.
Hey, you watching live stream?
I'm not, no.
Or can you?
Not what I'm not. Well, I could. I could have a look, yeah. That kind of thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just been T-jumped. Yes, sir. Oh, boy. All right, Brian will see it.
I saw it. That's what he's doing to us. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So when you see something like this is garbage in, garbage out.
Really?
This is not reproducible predictions.
It's not?
Okay? So if anything you learned today at a high level, besides flat earth, round earth, evidence.
I've heard nothing about round, flat, which aren't mutually exclusive, by the way. We've heard nothing about that so far. We're 25 minutes into the summit with that title. Summit. Applying the scientific method to Earth's geometry has to be one of the dumbest things I think I ever heard. Right there. Round or flat. You're an idiot, dude. Good.
There's a method to what he's doing here, and I'm not talking about scientific method. He's setting a precedence where anything that's produced that's called evidence for whatever claim, unless it goes through his bullshit filter here that he's incorrectly calling the scientific method, he won't accept it. So if you just produce, a triangle, a right angle triangle, right? That's not good enough. An elevation angle, that's not good enough. That is not. So his standard is such bullshit that anything you present geometrically, he won't. He's after presenting a standard that will allow him to ignore it. Anything you produce, the horizon, right? Rate of slope 0. No, he won't. No. And his standard is such a load of bullshit.
Yep.
That allows him a backdoor out every time.
Yeah, this is clue sniffing, man.
This is reproducible predictions. So if you ask someone, someone developed a mathematical model for.
What? You don't know what a model is, dude. We already identified
fluids,
that.
The air and the oceans, and then
So they're classified as fluids. Is air and liquid water have the same behavior?
Of course not.
Computed how much ice is going to melt. Well, none of them are coming with the same answer. Everyone see this? It's like the Baskin-Robbins flavor. Multiple results. And if you bring this up, you're viciously attacked for just pointing this point out. But anyway.
Pointing the point out, huh?
This is occurring not only among the grifters on the internet.
Are you saying the grifters? Is he saying the grifters are doing this?
Well, what he's doing here is he's talking about his experience where he points out to somebody that their standard of evidence is a heap of bullshit, right, for their claim. And then he turns around and comes with a bullshit standard of evidence that he's expecting flat earthers to adhere to. So he's now projecting, again.
Yep.
But at places like MIT. Okay. The only professor who brought this up was Dick Lindzen, and he was vilified by the other 100+ professors. But the point is that we have a serious problem when people aren't following the scientific method.
Like you. We already identified the countless amount of problems.
But what you see is, in this case, there's no evidence of ice melting because these models are completely varied. Okay? All right. So what we're going to focus on.
Why are these now in red?
In today's discussion is, what is the observation each team is proposing?
They're proposing observations.
And what is the model and a brief framework on the experiment?
With the equation.
These three things we're going to focus on.
So let's say somebody looks at a banana. What's the equation for a banana?
How does it prove flat out?
All right. So again, to be
There he goes. Look at him. What an asshat.
clear, this model
A model. Good English.
always has a set of inputs, variables, and a set of outputs.
Really? What variables are in here?
Okay. So
no, it's not okay.
each team here, based on the observation, and we may have multiple, right? I think we've already
Well, I have multiple observations as soon as I wake up in the morning. Shout out to Brian.
discussed two. Maybe there's the flat earthers want to do one, and the globe earthers fine, but it still has to follow this stricture and this frame.
Did he
Oh
say?
yeah, just blink.
Yeah. Did he say stricture? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Flat earthers want to do one, and the globe earthers fine, but it still has to follow this stricture and this.
This what? Let me get.
I think he meant structure, but he said stricture.
The flat earthers want to do one, and the globe earthers fine, but it still has to follow this stricture
They corrected it for him.
and this framework. But you'll define your inputs and you define your outputs. Okay? So
No, not okay.
we want to talk about a fishing line or a laser over thing or this.
You want to talk about a fishing line or some laser over a thingy? what a moron.
Sun's motion or
The sun's motion is going to tell us whether the Earth's a globe-tard or it's a horizontal plane, that's for sure.
or an airplane.
Or just do an airplane.
You still have to come up with an equation
You have to come up with an equation.
because we want to follow this process. Okay?
No, you
This
don't.
is the structure.
You don't want to follow scientific method. You want to create a bullshit standard that allows you to start talking about the sun and coming up with a heap of bullshit that has no relevance to anything, and then claim globe. That's what you're going to try and do, and that's exactly what's happening here.
All right, I'm done with that, man. I can't. That's above and beyond the call for me to go on with that.
3 more hours.
You know, I've been taking it right in the kisser with that, because you know who made that up?
Go on.
Me. That's what I used to do.
4 more hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's come back to haunt me. As it should. Oh boy. Okay. All right, so what do we got? Any final comments on? I'll give you guys final comments on this.
It was retarded in epic proportions of retardation. There you go.
That's pretty much sums it up. Flatsy, good job.
I don't know if I can beat that. That was pretty good. I can't beat that. Right, I can't beat that. What she said is so spot on. But what I would say is what's going on there is a little pathetic attempt to structure a situation where the globe Earth is somehow protected. That's what I view that as. Which it's not. Thank you.
Is that it? Holy shit.
He said thank you.
That's it, huh?
Pretty much.
All right. So let's see what we got going on here. Now, there can't be a Ballbusters has lost its existence. There can't be another QE Live on Saturday because I have a family event I need to go to. That's something I ain't gonna get into it. Should be fun. So the next show, I know everyone's itching ears. You Debbie dramas out there, you're itching ears. Will be next week. I think it's the 25th. I could be mistaken on that. So November 25th, Tuesday, November 25th. It will be the book fiasco, and we're gonna set the record straight. Okay? So everyone tell your sister, Right? Get them in here, so I only have to do it once. Okay? Send out the word. Platzi, take us home.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today, and you know, just kind of shooting the crap at first, and then doing what we did, destroying Dr. Shiva, and I don't know. I don't do this round out stuff very well. So have a good one, folks. God bless.
That's a good damn roundup.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth's a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the
Earth is like
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah?
Yeah. There is no triangulation in celestial navigation, so it is actually triangulation. There is no triangulation in celestial navigation, so it is actually triangulation.
With celestial navigation using a sextant, we're not triangulating.
So it is actually triangulation to the GP. So you can draw it on your chart, draw a line there, and then you do it for all three, and you get your intersection. So it is actually triangulation. There is no triangulation in celestial navigation.
With celestial navigation using a sextant, we're not triangulating.
So it is actually triangulation.
Are you serious? Are you?
The double-speaking McBooger-eating, ball-tarred bum sniffer wouldn't know what the sextant or celestial navigation were if they climbed up his arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in concertina wire.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
What the hell did you just say?
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
Say what?
Yes, a gas giant bounces radar.
How in the world can a
gas giant
be
solid enough? So yeah, I don't know, you
dumbass cracker.
So yeah, I was being a hyper. I was that was a hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
That was a hyperbole.
Hyperbole. Hyperbole.
That was a hyperbole.
You are so